Training for twitch.tv/bluegrass selects. There.
All right. And feel free to change, you don't have to be a dwarf, obviously. I mean, I guess it just depends on what you roll, but
Yeah. I mean, it's interesting. It would be fine to be. I kind of want to play the old school. I kind of want to play the old school way though, like where it's just like the dwarf is a class, And I don't want to be a dwarf.
We're doing that. We're doing it.
I'm gonna just be a cleric, but
well, you're gonna have to roll for it.
Well, yeah, right.
Because you might roll God tier strength and garbage wisdom. And I think Mike was already going to play. I don't know what class he picked. I think he mentioned cleric. Huh. All right.
Okay. Oh yeah.
So,
right.
So if you go over to the right or the left there, yep, there's the 3 dice.
Dungeons and Dragons. Yeah. Okay. So go over here, and there's dice. I say /roll. How many 4d6?
It's 3d6. Just straight up 3d6.
3d6, and you just keep them down the line.
Each, 6 times. Each one fills your stats.
Okay.
A 12 strength, not bad.
Okay, 12 strength.
11 intelligence or wisdom?
Intelligence is next on my character sheet.
Yep, so 11 intelligence, that's pretty good. 5 wisdom.
Okay.
10, is that con or
Dex.
Dexterity?
It's 10 dex.
Okay. Not bad. 7 con. Oof. Aye. Well then, and what about your charisma?
13 charisma. Oh.
Okay. I want to see where this lands your stats exactly.
Oh shit. I'm a really stupid,
I mean, those aren't bad stats.
frail...
Just, they're not particular.
Yeah, I mean, their wisdom 5 is pretty bad. Constitution 7
you're
is
not
pretty bad.
And the problem is, so depending on, you can only, so if you may raise your character's prime requisite by lowering, you can only, so, you could, problem is nothing cares about charisma in this game. It's not a prime requisite, at least for any of the standard classes. So
strength is my strength.
But you could lower your strength, or not your strength. You could lower either your strength or intelligence and raise your strength by 1. It's 2 to 1, but you can't lower any stat below 9.
Okay.
So you could bring your strength up to a 13 that way and get a +1. Where's the ability score modifiers on here? Because literally the only you have 1 +1 and 2 minuses and 1 -2. So you are at a net negative. I would allow you to Innkeeper if you wanted, mostly because it says in the rules, if a character is basically if you are net negative thereabouts, you are allowed to, if you want to, re-roll your attribute scores.
Okay, I am net negative. I'm -3 + 1, so -2.
It's up to
total.
you. I mean, you could bump, like I said, you could drop your intelligence by 1 and get your strength to a +1.
Let's re-roll. Let's re-roll.
I'm perfectly content. You'd still be negative, so.
Okay, 9 strength.
All right, go ahead. Okay, 9 strength.
17 intelligence. So now
you're a fucking magic user. You're a fucking magic user. If these okay, what about your wisdom?
14 wisdom.
Dude, you need to play a fucking magic user because you can drop that to an and get your into an 8. Well, keep rolling. Keep rolling. Okay.
Dex
8 dex.
8. So yeah, it's panning out. 9 con.
That's good. That's good. It's not a negative.
And 12 charisma. Nice.
Okay.
12 charisma is not
you
bad.
Could play. So actually, you could play a cleric or a magic user, like So you need your prime ability to be a 13 or better, basically. Like you don't actually need a super high of anything, but
like, as a cleric, your prime
requisite is wisdom.
I am a wizard.
You are a magic user.
I'm a wizard.
Yeah, you can call it whatever you want. So
a mage.
The thing about magic users, they get 1d4 hit die for hit points, and they get 1 spell per day at level 1.
I get 1 spell per day.
But you get 1 spell. That's it. Clerics don't even get a spell at level 1, so
Holy shucks.
Yeah, casters are like really tough early levels, but once you get to level 5, man, you're like a god. It's just getting to level 5. But you have a decent charisma, so you can hire retainers to basically stand in front of you and take shots. That was a big part of old D&D, was hiring retainers and letting them kick the ever-loving, get the shit kicked out of them.
Oh, really?
Yes.
I didn't realize that. Okay.
So, wow, you have a ridiculously high intelligence. So you can drop your wisdom by 2 to raise your intelligence by 1 if you want. And you will have the maximum possible intelligence.
Okay.
You can't have more than an 18. Like, that is the highest you can be. It will get rid of your wisdom plus, but see, you're already really you get 2 additional languages in addition to your native and your alignment. I mean, the wisdom also adds to your save, your magic save. So
I don't know. I think the balance is to keep the wisdom.
Yeah,
I think
you are already a smart motherfucker.
17 should be good enough.
Oh, easily. Like I said, you need a 13 or better.
Okay, so a magic user of any level may spend time and money on magical research. This allows them to add new spells to their spellbook.
You could be an elf.
When
you actually meet the requirements to be an elf, also.
Okay, prime requisite intelligence.
But your strength is a little low. Yeah, I would stick with magic user.
Illusionist is also an int class.
They're I don't want to say they're bad, but they're kind of a mean. Like the magic user gets better spells at every level. The magic user gets better, more impactful spells. Like at level 1, you can take Charm Person, and you can go charm the Orc Chieftain, and then he is your bitch for a whole month. A whole month, he will fight and die for you. Like it's stupid. The Illusionist doesn't get that, and I was like, why doesn't the Illusionist get Charm Person? It's like, well, I don't know. But yeah, also for your level 1 spell, I would say take either Charm Person or Light. Because oh my Jesus.
Yeah, I'm gonna take Charm Person. Probably.
Phenomenal spell. And virtually all the enemies you're fighting at this point are humanoid, so Charm Person works on all of them. It works on kobolds, it works on orcs, goblins, bugbears, hobgoblins, all of them.
Okay, so let's see. Spellcasting carries spell books containing the formula for arcane spells. The spellcasting chart shows both the number of spells and the number they may memorize. Thus, a first level magic user has one spell in their spell book selected by the referee. The list of spells available to magic users is found. Okay, so I can use magic items. And I can wield daggers. I am very vulnerable in combat.
Yeah. You're putting it lightly.
That's yes.
Like I said, charm an orc, put them in front of you.
Yes. Okay. So I have one level 1 spell, and it is Charm Person. And we're gonna live with that. Okay. So I should roll for health then, I guess.
All right, your alignment. So there is no good or evil access. Lawful is basically good, and chaotic is basically evil, and neutral is neutral. I usually encourage people to be lawful because a lot more of magic items and mechanics in this game function off of alignment, as well as traps.
Yeah, I feel like though a neutral wizard is is the way that I kind
of. Absolutely. As long as you're not chaotic. I usually will caution people against, and also because they'll try to be stupid, and it's like I'm gonna outright ban PvP.
I'm gonna be Valcentaur. I'm gonna be Valcentaur because this is old school. We're going old school, so this is my old school name, Valcentaur. Yes. Neutral magic user, level 1, title.
Okay. Now for the best part.
Wizard.
Roll a d4. Because this is your health.
4. Yes!
Holy fucking A! 4 hit points. You're fucking rolling in dough, brother.
I did it!
You have 4 hit points. You fucking beast, you. Look at this wizard.
I've done it. I've made it.
All right, that is.
I'm gonna survive first level. Yay!
You have a better chance than most.
Well, I have. Yeah, I may not survive first level, but
All right. So next up, go ahead and roll 3 dice 6.
Okay, so I have Charm Person. 1. Okay.
Yes.
Okay, so roll 3d6.
This is your gold. So you have 80 gold.
80 gold. Okay. Retainers.
Which is a little less than average, but you don't need a whole lot. You're going to want to hire some retainers. You have a good... What's your charisma? 12?
Yeah.
Yeah, you actually have a fairly good ability to hire retainers. Let me get the reference book.
So it's like we're like doing like an archaeological
Here.
dig almost. You know, that's the dungeon crawling we're doing. It's like we have retainers. We have like, yo, carry my pack. Yo.
Yeah. No, that's literally what you hire them for, depending on what their job description is. Like, you'll hire someone to carry a torch. That's it. Their job is just to carry the torch. They're not going to fight for you. If your party folds, they're going to run. But while they're there, they'll carry a torch so you can do magic.
Okay,
stuff.
so where do I record my gold? Notes, settings, character, retainers. I have 4 retainers that I can have. Wow.
Okay. So hiring retainers will be done in game, but it's just a series of rolls that we make. You can gain bonuses or negatives depending on how good you are.
Okay.
What are the rules for retainers? But I don't know if you start with a spell book, right?
Yes. Yeah, I start with a spell book.
Okay. Yeah, as I say, I think you're the only class that actually. I think clerics start with a holy symbol. But yes. Okay. So you have a lot of gold that you like. You need a dagger. Whoop-de-doo, 3 gold pieces, and you actually have a decent strength. So buying like a backpack, a sack, oil flasks, which are stupidly good. You know, torches. A lot of the stuff you're gonna need out in the. Let's index of spells. 111. Okay. So yes, there actually is no. Retainers want shares of treasure. What bastards.
Retainers want shares of treasure. Yeah.
Half shares. You don't have to give them full shares. You can give them half shares. But yeah. So yeah, it's based on your charisma. It's based on your generosity.
Okay.
The attractiveness of the deal. It goes into roll. It's just rolls and stuff. So that'll happen in game if you want to hire some retainers. Which is and they can gain levels.
Yeah, I have lots of retainers. I mean, I'm gonna have a bunch of halflings carry 10-foot poles. Just have them poke stuff.
I approve. Halflings with 10-foot poles, and they're drugged up to think they're Supermen, so they're gonna run in and trigger every trap.
We just get them. We get the finest pipe weed in Shire. We just show them the way what's for.
Oh, we're using the Mystara world, so
Oh, Mystara. Okay.
Yeah, you're in Mystara. Shadows over Mystara. Full stop.
Oh, cool. So when are your friends getting here?
I don't know. They haven't responded. We might not be able to do it tonight. We might do it on Friday. I don't know what you're doing Friday, though. I mean, might have to do it another day.
Oh, yeah. That's okay.
But
yeah, Friday, I don't have plans, any particular plans. This is going to be fun, though.
okay. Do you want me to give you a new token, or do you just want to make your own?
Do you have a good wizard token?
I got a fuck ton. Do you want to be old, young?
Oh, let's see. How do you make one?
You go to the
Select
token stamp here. I'll send you the.
Oh, yeah. You sent it to me.
Here, I'll post it in the voice chat general. So that's basically, you can just take your own art and make it. Otherwise, I have a ton of stuff like just general tokens that I can use.
Okay.
It just depends on, you're human. Do you want to be old, young, William Fisk, Cambridge, or
yeah. Let's see. That was a good character. William Fisk Cambridge.
What the fuck?
What the fuck, man? You coming in here trying to take all my shit, man? What the fuck?
The fucking, I have never thought a Juggalo RPG could be that good.
That was a good RPG, dude.
It was.
That was a really fun RPG. We assassinated some like Russian mafia people. Oh man. Oh yeah, it's good.
I was on fucking, I don't know what I was smoking when I made that game, but that was a lot of fun.
Yeah. Yeah, that was a really fun game.
Okay.
Let's see.
I don't have a lot of good old. Well, I mean, you're not old, but you're definitely not like a young human.
Oh, right. I was gonna Euclid.
These are all dwarves.
My picture of Euclid is my trademark on Discord, and it's a really good picture of a guy who's a wizard. So, let's see. Drop image here. Choose image. There we go. Okay, and then download token 1. Okay, and then go back here to the place, and I upload it. Where do I upload it?
You can just drag it and drop it into the character sheet from your desktop, or you can go over to the the art library, and you can
Oh, I see.
Load it there and then drag it over
My library. Upload. Choose a file. Recent. Token 1. Yes. That's the one. That's Valsentar. Is... Oh... Wait, edit. Remove. Okay, so...
God, this place is massive. I can't believe this map. Okay, I'm going to have you test the map once we get you finished. Because I don't know if it'll load for everyone else.
Default token. Yeah. Look at that. Oh,
Oh, like a big man.
that's me, Valsentar, the geometer of the stars, who charms people, has 4 health and lots of retainers.
Well, soon to be retainers. You don't have any yet.
I don't have, yes. I have 80 gold to hire them, which maybe is a lot because gold is still valuable back in these days.
It's not a lot, but because you don't have to buy armor or weapons or anything else, like you just need to buy some basic survival gear, like you're gonna have a lot of leftover gold to hire retainers where the rest of them won't.
Oh.
So, yeah.
Yes. Good.
You have a 9 armor class.
Well,
could be worse.
I mean, I'm just wearing a robe and my dex score is shit. Right?
I mean, you got an 8 dex. Yeah, it's your lowest stat, but
so if you wait, so if you shift the tab on my character sheet, I think it changes for me too.
Yeah, it does. See, I can just go.
That's interesting. So if you wanted to show me something, you could be like, it's on. Right.
Yeah. All right. So all that's made. I'm gonna pull your character sheet. So I gotta go. All right. There's your token. So let's fix that. 9 of 9. And then we're going to give you vision. You don't have night vision or anything else, so... All right, so there's your hit points and your armor class. A 9 and a 4. Or wait. Yeah. No. No, your armor class would be... Fuck. Fucking Thaco. I don't know.
2 hit armor class 0. Wait, no, that's my attack. Thaco is my attack. And
well, yeah, but you're in. I think your armor class is because your AC gets lower as you get more armor.
Right. So, if my armor class was 11, though.
Yeah, you have a terrible armor class.
Then everyone would hit me almost automatically.
Okay, hold on. Yes, I mean they're actually okay. No, I'm sorry. You have a 10, which is different because 9 is the starting. So you have a 10, and it doesn't. The matrix doesn't actually go to 10, go past 9. I think the assumption is you just you shift over one. So, like if someone has a Thaco of 19, they'd need a 10 to hit you. They need a 9 to hit you.
Okay.
So you need to keep your happy ass the fuck out of melee. And put yourself in cover constantly. Honestly, I would buy a giant bench or something like a big wooden slab to carry in front of you, or have a retainer and just keep him in front of you at all times.
Yeah.
And that way no one's gonna shoot at you because you got a giant guy with the fucking shield in front of you. Okay.
That's I'm gonna hire a guy with a big tower shield, and then I'll hire.
There are no tower shields, but yeah.
Or okay, yeah. Okay, fine. He could just use a table.
But yeah, I was gonna say, but cover rules go from -1 to -4, so yeah, you can hire someone who just carries a giant table and covers you with it.
It's my dining table, of course. He carries my dining table. Okay. Of course. Dude, old school D&D is something else. Holy shit.
It's fucking ruthless, man. Okay. I'm gonna drag you over to this map, but I just want you to tell me what you how well it loads, how it looks.
Let's see. Right, oh. Oh, you jumbled it.
You see your token and everything?
Fuck. Nay. It's black. It's all black.
Go all the way to the far right.
Oh, all the way to the far right. Okay.
Do you see anything?
Yep. Yes. Down it. Yes, I do.
It's massive.
Oh.
Did you find your token?
Crepes. I found
you have to zoom out a lot.
I did it. There I am. And here I am wandering on my wayward way to go over wherever.
God knows where. Oh shit, I got part of it exposed. I gotta hide that area. Hide the area. Okay, there we go.
Oh shit. I needed to see that to know what his traps were gonna be. Okay.
Yeah, this is a giant ass freaking map.
Dude,
it told me
this is a new kind of retro. This is a new kind of retro for sure. Holy shit. This is like...
You can move your token?
Yeah.
Very cool. All right. Yeah. Okay. This isn't the first place you're going to be going, but it's I'm not I think I will do default lighting or so like let me show you another one here. I'm gonna drag you somewhere else and then I'll put your token here. I'm gonna delete your token. I'm gonna drag you somewhere else. And then let me bring you over here and then I'm gonna pull your token out. And all right, do you see yourself in oh hold on, I gotta give you vision for this one. So we're gonna say you're carrying a torch, which is gonna give you 15 feet of bright light and 15 feet of low light. All right. Do you see yourself? Zoom out?
Yes, I do. There I am.
Okay. So try to go into this maze. You see that door kind of in front of you, like right there?
I travel into the maze. Oh. Ah.
All right.
I see. There's corners. Oh.
So you can't like shift through the walls or anything like that?
Nope. Just have to follow the pathway. Yep.
All right.
I can't even see where. Oh no.
Nope. I turned off the that's a thing. You can't move forward. Okay, I was gonna say, I hope you can move forward there. Isn't this interesting though?
Yeah. It's good. This is very good.
I know.
This is very like imagine if we had had this when we were like 12.
I know.
Man, the shenanigans we would have gotten up to.
Well, we have the rest of our lives.
That's true. We'll be in the old folks' home playing D&D.
Fucking A. I'm gonna download myself into the internet so I can do it. Ah, that was the wrong door. Okay, but you see, yeah, this works pretty well. Your token works. You have vision, which is important.
Mm-hmm.
The walls block you, and you don't even get to see where you've been. So if you fuck off and you don't remember shit,
yeah, you can't.
I had to do all of this by hand, by the way.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, all of this lighting and like the borders, I had to draw these borders onto this map. They didn't exist. Yeah, so every single line I had to do. So yeah, like it's a bitch to get some of these maps good, but
that's a lot of dedication, man. That's cool. You're a real dungeon master now.
I mean, I was doing that for this Star Wars server I was in for the last couple months, but they kind of pissed me off, so I basically told them to go fuck them. I left. Okay.
What did they do?
It was being stupid. I haven't really finished this one. Oh, sure thing. Okay, hold on a second. I'm going to invite you to this server.
Okay.
It's Did you get an invite?
D&D organizer. Yeah. Nice.
It's basically like my organ buddies who we you know.
What? Why doesn't it say organizer? Organizer.
Deleting a token because you've seen too much. Okay. I know that would have been funny. Okay. All right. So it looks like my maps are doing well. If you want to jump into the Mystara Marches voice chat in there.
Oh, we're switching voice chats, eh? No, it's locked.
I gotta unlock it somehow. How do I unlock it?
Campaign rules, country creation. Tuesday, Game Master. Thursday, Horizon's Edge player. Star Wars Alt player. Oh. Man. I gotta get back into the role-playing games, man.
Okay, try now. Yeah, this was like we just this was stuff we did. Okay, I'm gonna try to join that channel real quick.
Oi, mate. Oh.
There we go. Turn on my camera. Pissing a fucking. Oh, you're muted. I can't hear you. I can't hear you, mate. There you go. There you go. There you are, mate.
No, it's push to talk only. It's only push to talk. No.
Okay. Hold on. Let me fix it. Voice channel, speak, video.
There. Right. Yeah.
Yeah. There it goes.
Yeah. Okay.
Zero stats. One of my buddies is back. I'm messaging him right quick. All right. I mean, this is a pretty cool setup, though. I really like the lighting. There's a lot you can do with this place, with this website.
Who's Ryan Leet?
That's one of the other players.
He was saying he's not very good at typing.
No, he's not.
That's okay.
All right. So you need to buy gear, but other than that, I think your character's basically done. Like I said, we'll handle hiring retainers and whatnot in game.
Let's see. Where do I go in the book for gear? Okay.
Okay, yeah, Mike is gonna want to reroll stats. He's at a -1. I mean, okay. The stats aren't terrible, but having a -2 strength and a -1 con is
it's pretty bad.
Fucking terrible as a cleric. Considering you need to be able to like get into melee and live.
Yeah.
Like you have more hit points than he does.
Oh, that's awful. Yeah.
Yeah.
Something needs to be done. Let's see.
He rolled 1d6.
Cleric spells. Okay, equipment, adventuring gear, 94.
Okay. All right. So he had a 13, an 8, a 15, a 17.
Wow.
A 10, 1. Okay, so I'm not counting that 1 as anything. And a 9. Hold on, stop rolling. He just keeps rolling.
Yeah, stop rolling, man.
Okay. So if I count the first 6 he rolled, 13, 8, 15, 17, 10, 9, and 12. Wow. When is Mike getting back? He's not very tech savvy.
Okay, so a backpack.
Did you find the adventurer's gear?
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh, I gotta pee.
Oh man, there's definitely some stuff. Let's see. What do we want, chat? Play Mass Effect. Sun Tzu. Yeah. Hey, Jennifer85. I um I have been playing so much Mass Effect. I'm right about to go do the Reaper or the Collector base. Go through the Omega 4 relay in Mass Effect 2. And it's like I kind of need a breather before I do that. Take that plunge. You know. Right now, I'm trying to figure out.
What's up?
Oh, I'm looking at. This is This really takes me back. He's So yeah, you have to buy rations.
Oh yeah.
So much. You know, I have 80 gold. I need something to write on. Okay, maybe I'll open up a. Just open up a little Emacs window here. Maybe I'll just screen share. Option.
Might have to play some Shadows of Mystara after this, just to kind of scratch this itch.
Yeah, actually, if I spend some time on it, I could probably figure out how to set up Fightcade. Because there's got to be a way. It's so stupid that it's not working, because they clearly have a way that like works for them, and I just have to figure out what am I doing wrong. It's just a Linux thing, but okay.
Put you out here in the bar. You aren't in there cooking, or I'll put you by the fire. There you go.
Okay, we need this for equipment.
Cozy, comfy.
Download that. Where the hell did that sync to? Huh. You don't want to save this shit, Google? Oh. Oh, I see. You have. Ah. Oh, 62 viewers.
A lot of bots were in your thing. I was wondering what the hell was going on.
That's got to be what it is.
Oh, they're all like overwhelmingly bots. I was really stunned.
Oh, that really sucks. It makes me look like a shitbag.
I don't know why. I thought Twitch did away with all that shit.
Oh, I don't know. Yeah, I
Well, shit happens.
yeah, I I wonder what. I'll say too much about it. I just wonder if like Twitch has like a kind of black market business kind of going on where they're like it's pay to play actually. I'm not sure because someone came in and spammed something about getting bots, and then I think someone must have bought me some bots, and then
No idea.
um because I've been getting like all these viewers but like no one's talking. So
Well, yeah, you go to the chat and you can see they're all people with no followers, all created within the last year. Yeah, they're not following, they have no messages, no timeouts.
yeah, they're not real people. So that it bothers me, you know?
It's weird. I mean, it never happened. Like,
Yeah, well, it used to be that just no
I
one
don't know
would
where it comes
watch.
from. 'Cause it never happened when I was streaming.
Yeah, comes from Russia with love. Okay. Uh, backpack. Let's see. Okay, well, obviously you buy a backpack. So, backpack cost 5. Let's see. In It might always be worth it to have some garlic, but let's see. Crowbar. 10. It's definitely worth it to have a crowbar. I'm trying to cross off inexpensive things that I know are like uh, iron spikes. 12 for a dozen for 1 gold. Well, need a lantern. It's 10 gold. Oh, we need at least 1 flask of oil. Flask. Let's buy 2 flasks of oil.
Those are stupidly invaluable.
Let's buy 3 flasks of oil. Yeah. Uh-huh. That's it. Oh, we definitely want a 10-foot pole.
Yeah.
We want maybe 2 10-foot poles.
It's like Ryan might be playing a dwarf.
Want some rations for 14 days. So 2 x2 costs 10. 2 spools of rope. 2. Sack large times 2. Sack small times 3. Stakes. 3 and mallet. Tinderbox. 2 times 2. 6.
Mike, no. Hold on. I'll be right back.
Water skins times 3. It's 3. Wine, 2 pints. Times 2, 4. 15, 17, 18, 28, 34, 36, 46, 48, 52, 55, 58, 64, 67, 71.
Miss Sarah Marches.
There we go. All
Hello.
right.
Hello.
This is my buddy Mike from Oregon.
What's up, Mike?
Hello.
Aloha from Hawaii.
And Ryan. So yeah, Ryan, you I saw that you both rolled stats earlier, but like I said, I was gonna let you roll them in front, like while I'm present. So I was under the assumption his character sheet was the Roquefort one.
Yes.
Yeah.
I don't know who Roquefort is. Bob Everyman is me.
Yeah. I'm assuming Roquefort was Ryan. But he got some pretty good stats. He got a 13, 8.
Who's Lex?
Yeah.
Lex the guy in the chat with us.
And Dan?
I don't know. Who is Dan?
That's me. Dan, like Street Fighter Dan.
Oh!
Nope, lost me.
Yeah.
Nope.
I had stopped playing the Street Fighter once they came up with all these ridiculous characters.
So the first one?
Dan was a hero.
Like the second or third one.
Right?
Bro. So probably after Street Fighter 2.
Everybody on the server thought that Jesse's name was a reference to the movie American Psycho. And it's like, no, it's Psycho.
Well, it is, but it also is Dan.
It has a double meaning.
Right. But Dan's martial arts style is called American Psycho.
Well, it's just called Psycho, but yes.
Right.
And
it's an American style. Yes.
Point.
That is
okay.
All right.
So Ryan, you rolled pretty good stats for a fighter type. You could be a dwarf, you could be a fighter, you could be a thief, you could be a cleric. Your stats have you open to a lot of possibilities.
If I might, how are we doing attributes?
You roll 3d6, and each time you roll, that's so you start with strength, then int, then wisdom, then dex, then con, then charisma. If you end with a negative total, like your Bob Everyman has a negative total, you can re-roll your stats because you have a net -1. Which I would recommend you re-rolling because you have negatives in con and strength, which are two very important stats for you, as a cleric especially.
I was actually, I would have been a fighter if I could get away with it.
Yeah, no. So right now, Lex is a magic user. He rolled phenomenal intelligence.
And a good wisdom. Phenomenal intelligence, good
wisdom.
wisdom.
And okay con. He rolled max intelligence as well. Oh, Jesus, Mike just rolled. Okay, ho.
Nice, 7 con.
Jesus. It's so painful.
And 5 charisma.
So you are at a negative again because 12s are not anything. You need a 13 or higher. Technically, you could drop your 15 to a 9 and get 2 +1s, which would even you out.
Yeah, that's a great idea. I should
you're
lower
still
my
gonna be hitting
best
life?
stats by enough in order to be bad at something else.
So, like I said, I will let you innkeeper if you're at a
I have
negative.
a question.
Yeah?
Am I allowed to lower my dex and raise my con?
So no, you can only lower the first 3. You can only lower your strength, your int, or your wisdom, and you can never lower them below a 9. And if you're a thief, you can never lower your strength. It's very weird. That's old D&D.
Huh.
For you, but like right now, you could lower your wisdom by 6 points and raise your strength to a 16, which would give you a +2 strength.
Let's see, that's another innkeeper. 12, 8, 3, 8, 10. So that's 2 -1s and a +1.
Yeah.
I am rolling hot.
God.
Dog shit.
Like I said, this is me being generous. Like, I mean, I think there's a lot of GMs who would probably
Well, you think about it, wrestling.
be like, fuck you, stay with it. But like, I at least want people to have okay stats starting so they have a chance. 8, 10, 13, 9. So Jesus Christ. Well, okay.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. All right, that is a.
I mean,
I believe that is a 0.
I mean,
the party is dumb as a box of rocks.
it's not terrible.
Nobody even has a 10 in intelligence.
Lex has a 17.
All right, so I have
We couldn't even meet.
Ooh, I have a net of +2 actually.
I was gonna say you're at. The problem is, it's just the stats you
fighter.
rolled.
I'm going to be a fighter. Yes, I'm going to be a fighter, and I am a farmer who is having a midlife
Yeah,
crisis.
you'd be a great fighter.
I'm a fighter with a midlife crisis. Let's do this.
There you go.
So hold on. So you got a 13 strength, 9 dex, or 9 int, 7 wisdom, 13 dex, 13 con, and a 10. Oh yeah, you're not in a bad place.
I'm in a decent enough place to actually be a fighter and not embarrass the party.
No, yeah, you'll do good as a fighter. Right now,
are we doing classic fantasy or advanced?
We're doing classic. We're going old because I'm running keep on the border.
Yeah. Oh, I know that one.
It's one of the first ever modules.
And this is the one, and dwarf, elf, and halfling are species. So are species and classes.
They're just a class.
They're a class that is attached to a species.
I was saying because
I might actually make a decent elf.
Right now, Ryan has a really he could be a dwarf, and he would be a very good dwarf. He could also be a cleric. He'd be a good cleric. He is actually. No, you don't have the intelligence. Oh well, hold on. You could drop your wisdom by 2 and raise your int. But the problem is, if to be an elf, you want to have a 13 intelligence and a 13 strength. Right now, you couldn't get your intelligence high enough to get the XP bonus as an elf. As a, you could be a halfling. Do not diss them. Halflings have some unique abilities that give them some. They have really good death saves. I don't know how they start with a fucking 8, but they start with a fucking 8. Like, fighters don't even get that.
Oh, the clerics get better.
Not clerics at starting. Look at starting. Look at their.
I know clerics get great starting
saves, and then go look at a fucking halfling and a dwarf. But they're more thiefy type. I mean, they're useful in a party, no doubt. Just
Oh, right, yeah. They get an 11.
Yeah, at starting, but they will end up better off than the cleric. Or, I mean, the cleric will end up better off than the halfling.
I don't think I can be a halfling.
Nice.
Why?
You could be a halfling.
Oh, it's okay. No, I could.
You would get the plus 10 experience bonus.
Yeah.
Holy shit! You could raise your dexterity to an 18.
Solid.
Oh my god! Yeah, because so you can drop your wisdom by 2 to raise your dex by a 1, which would bring it to an 18, which is the maximum starting dexterity, which would still leave you the plus 1 wisdom. So your magic saves would be better, and you'd have the plus 1 strength. Yeah, you would be a really good halfling. Not that I'm saying you have to be, but I'm just saying you'd be good at it as a halfling.
Yeah. So what do I do?
So I am going to die like a little bitch.
You'll be fine. Just buy plate mail and a shield and hide behind it.
I am literally a peasant. I have no money.
You have money. Everyone gets 3d6 starting gold.
Hey, you're not literally a peasant, because we're gonna get a peasant retainer for me. I'm gonna have a peasant. I have a little
my
peasant.
character's literally a farmer having a midlife
He's gonna
crisis.
hire some retainers to stand in front of him like he should.
Okay, so
yeah,
because
yes.
I just figured out my money situation for my equipment. I was like, I wrote out all the equipment that I would want, and then I was like, then I looked up the monthly and the wages per month for some various mercenaries, and so that's just I know that we have to like do it in game, but right now I'm earmarking that money for those specific things.
I have 6 hit points.
Hey!
I rolled max hit points for the cleric.
Yeah, you were still only at a 3 or 5. Yeah.
Yeah, but I also had a 16 wisdom.
Yeah, but the thing about this edition is it doesn't matter after 13. You need a 13. That's it. Everything after that is gravy. Like,
yes, but that 16 got me a +2 to my save.
What do I do to be a good halfling? So halflings are kind of like a weird cross between thief and if you're trying to be a halfling stat wise, you just drop your wisdom to a 13 and raise your dex to an 18, and then you get plus 10% to your experience because of your prime abilities.
Done.
Okay. So let me do that on your character sheet for you. I don't know if you're doing it or not. Yeah. Oh, okay. Wait. What do you... Oh, there's 2 Roqueforts now. Why is everyone calling... I'm so confused.
Oh, coins.
There.
Oh, so I have...
There's 2 Roqueforts now, and I don't know which one... Well, it's fine.
So,
okay, as long as you have your sheet.
Do I just assume... Do I buy gear now?
Okay.
Or...
Yeah, you buy gear now. You buy gear at start, like before the game starts.
Okay. Back.
I have 10 gold pieces worth of gear.
What? That's impossible.
You said 3d6.
3d6 times 10.
Oh! 100 gold pieces.
I was gonna say, holy shit, dude.
So I have 100 gold pieces.
Okay, so the cool thing about halflings is, I think they don't have any kind of armor restrictions like clerics, or not, like thieves do. So you can be a halfling in fucking full plate. Yes, you can. And it doesn't affect your stealth at all. Because you're a halfling. It's so stupid. It's awesome. Basically, you're going to want to get a short bow. And you're just going to want to shoot the shit out of people. Because you're really fucking hard to hit. You're really good at hiding. You get a +1 native bonus to ranged attack rolls with missile weapons. That's before anything else. You get a D6 hit die, and you get great saves as a halfling. You don't level as fast as a thief, but, for the starting benefits, I'd say it's worth it.
Ooh, I can build strongholds whenever I want.
Okay, guys, bear with me here because I've never actually used this before. So I really don't know anything about it or what I'm doing.
That's fine. I know. That's why we're here.
Good, 'cause I'm going to need a lot of help.
So you are Roquefort, Lincolnshire. All right, you are lawful, level 1 halfling. You have a D6 hit die.
Go ahead and get rid of the other Roquefort.
Get rid of the Roquefort?
The other one. The one I'm not playing.
Yeah, I did. I deleted that one.
Okay, good.
Okay, so I'm going to make this your character sheet. So I'm going to add you as the only one that can edit it and control it. All right, so...
Does that mean you're going to be able to help me fill it out?
Yes. So next up, roll a d6 for me. Over there on the left-hand side, you see where it says,
1d6.
the dice thing? Just click that button.
Okay.
Okay, you have 2 hit points.
Yay! I'm mostly dead.
Remember, you die when you hit 0.
I know.
But the good news is you're going to be a really hard-to-hit halfling who's really hard to spot. So, hit points, they matter, but they don't. Okay, next, go ahead and roll 3 dice 6.
Do what?
Roll 3 dice 6.
3 dice.
Ooh, big money hustler over here. 13. That's 130 gold pieces. So you could start. How much is a short bow? Short bow is 25. Plate mail is 60. You could
wear plate. That's hilarious.
Start in full plate mail with a short bow. I fucking love this. Wow, dude, you're gonna be fucking Giga Chad, little fucking halfling. Okay.
Yes, but one thing manages to hit me and I'm fucked.
That's most people at this level. First level is your goal is not to fight. If you're fighting, you should have stacked the odds incredibly in your favor to the point where they barely get a chance to even threaten you.
Okay, so I have a question.
Remember, this game is far less about
armor, fighting. Any appropriate to size. What does that mean? I'm looking at halfling.
I know, and there is no hard or fast rule. You have to buy armor that fits you, but which means like at start you can buy for 60 gold pieces because we're assuming he's from the 5 Shires. He can buy any armor he wants, but the problems start to come like if you find magic armor and it's medium sized, like it's on a human skeleton, you're not going to be able to wear it because you are a halfling.
There's only one species that's small, quote unquote small. So technically, unless he finds something specifically made for a halfling, everything isn't gonna fit on him. So that actually does make a lot of sense.
Yeah. But like weapons and stuff, he can wield, magic short bows. You'll find that's all fine and good. That is the downside of halflings is that it's tougher to get good armor magic items for you. But I mean,
fine, you don't really get magic items in old school D&D.
Oh, you do. Actually, magic items are like the big thing that make or break your character. But you don't get to go and buy them. You have to quest for them.
Nice. Well, that's why I think people like fighters, for example, can, build a castle Here's something to spend your money on.
Yeah.
Oh, don't worry. I'm good at spending my money on all sorts of bullshit.
Okay, so we're going to go ahead and add plate armor. Because, okay, hold on. First off, we're going to go, you have 130 gold pieces, because that's what you started with. So coming over here, plate armor is 60 gold pieces, so that's going to put you down to 70. So plate mail. It will give you a 3 armor class, and it's going to weigh 500 coins. So then you're going to buy a short bow. Which is a ranged attack. And all of that is correct. And it weighs 30 coins. And you get a +4 to your, I think +3 or +4. I think it's probably going to be.
What does it take to be a halfling?
You need a 9 constitution and a 9 dexterity or strength. He has all of it.
So I could actually be a halfling, be getting the full +10 to my stats, while simultaneously still being allowed to wear all of the stuff that I'm getting.
So remember, you don't level as quickly. You don't level as quickly as a halfling. Your magic, your hit dice is lower.
Who cares? My hit points already suck.
And your you'd have to re-roll it. And your THAC0 tops out much quicker. I'm not saying don't do it. I mean, you could absolutely, if you have a 9 con and a 9 dex, you can be a good halfling. But their THAC0 tops out. You need a 13 strength. You both could be halflings, actually. Hold on, let me look at your character sheet.
Yeah. He's actually going to be exactly as skilled with weapons as I will be. Only he's getting bonuses.
No, he's better than you because his dex with missile weapons, he's much better than you.
Right.
You get a higher hit die, but yeah, it's 1 hit die.
Yeah. Why would you do anything else? Oh, same XP progression too, and better saves.
Initially. Remember, this is all top heavy.
No, better across the board for the entirety of the game. Until they start with better in everything, and they stay better in everything. The only advantage that I as a fighter will have is that I can get up to level 14 versus him getting up to 8. And that is assuming the game ever gets to that point. Because I will at level 8 have the same amount of saves that he has at level 1.
Well, and to reality, guys, I played 2nd edition, and I'll tell you, most games don't even get to level 5.
Yes, no, you usually die.
Right.
No, at
level 1, a halfling has better saves in every single department than I will have at 8th level. At level 1, they have better saves across the board than I will have at 8th level. They have the same attack bonus, but they actually get a +1 when using ranged weapons. They have the same armor proficiencies. They have the same XP progression. They have a bonus.
They have better XP
and they can build strongholds.
Well, so can you, but you're wrong. They have better XP progression.
No, it's 2000.
No. So look at the prime requisite. Halflings, if you check both the boxes, which both of you do, Dex and Strength of 13 or higher, you get +10% to all of your XP gains.
So it sounds like you should just be a halfling.
Right. I'm actually trying to figure out what's the friggin' point of doing anything but playing a halfling. Halflings are better fighters than fighters.
It's about stat rolls. If you didn't roll the 13s where you did, fighter would be better for you. But you actually rolled good. Like if you had rolled a high strength and a low dex and a meh con, you'd be a better fighter. but you actually rolled stats that would make you a better halfling, at least early on.
Well, no, no, what I mean is, at
again,
what point does any of the human classes have any advantages whatsoever?
Well, cleric and wizards get spell class casting.
Well, so do elves.
Which will dominate. Elves take for fucking days to level. Remember, your XP is, you need double the XP to level an elf than your average fucking class. Dwarves are good. Again, the thing about the demi-human is that they're good early on, and then they stop being as good as the humans later game.
No, they don't. Because the human a fighter at maximum level will do better. Sure, maybe. No, a maximum level human will have lower saves than a max level halfling.
Yes, well,
and they will have a better THAC0, but I would need to kill every orc in the entirety of Faerun to go from 11th level to 12th level.
You remember, you don't level with killing monsters. You level by treasure.
Discovery.
Yeah, this game does not care about... Yeah, discovery and treasure. Monsters are not worth that much XP. Ideally, you don't want to be fighting a bunch of monsters, but I actually totally agree that your stats are like perfect for a fucking halfling. Or a dwarf. You actually... hold on, what? Dwarves are strength and con.
Which I have a 13 in both.
So yeah, you would be a great dwarf as well. Yeah. So no, it's up. Like I said, I'm not. You can pick any of the 7 classes. And you're right. Balance is not a thing for this old of D&D. Like, you're seeing things like if you roll good stats, it kind of, your stats determine your class a lot in this edition.
Well, I mean, the dwarf has some natural bonuses that help make up for some things.
Well, no,
because they don't reach the max level. Like a human fighter at max level is going to hit harder.
No, they're not. They're going to hit more reliably slightly. But look at the dwarf saves.
Yeah, no, that's the difference. Is the dwarf saves are going to be better. But they
better thief than a thief would.
Are you talking about a halfling?
No, I'm talking about a dwarf.
Dwarves don't make better thieves.
Has some skills that make him better rogue than a thief does.
Detect construction tricks means that you automatically detect construction, sliding walls, sloping passages on a 2 to 6 on a D6.
No, definitely not.
I'm literally reading it. As long as you're searching, you auto find them on a 2 to 6 on a D6.
No, remember this is things go descending. You need, for ability checks, you need to roll a d20 and you need to get under your ability.
As expert miners, dwarves have a 2 in 6 chance of being able... so what? Okay, I think I know what you mean. So on a 1 or a 2 on the die.
Yeah. And it's... A lot of abilities are like that. It's why the thief class is so much...
bad?
Bad/good. Like, it's bad until you need the thief's abilities, and then they're invaluable. But, it's, that's old school D&D, man. What are you gonna do?
This is such a trip, man. Such a trip to
You never lived until you've kept to level 1 hit points.
Yeah, I started off with 2nd edition Advanced Dungeons and Dragons, so
and then pretty soon we went to 3rd.
Yeah, and very soon after starting learning Dungeons and Dragons. I went to 3rd edition. Yeah.
That's when I resurrected your shitty monk thing and pissed you off. Remember?
Oh yeah. He had a cleric. He had a cleric, and he resurrected a character I had that I wanted to re-roll. I wanted to make a new character, but
I didn't know. To be fair. Okay, so So where's Quiver?
No,
So
I didn't play 3rd edition until 2000.
Yeah, that's when it came out.
yeah, it was when it came out. It was like the release party game. You know, it's like the game that was celebrating the release that it had just been released. That we met, I think.
Yeah, that was a lot of fun. Jason was running it. You know, I didn't talk to him again, but someone who like plays with him regularly, who goes to the pinball tournaments, and we BS'd for a while, and it was interesting. Like, he knows Scott, and he knows Joe and Grant.
Oh, there you go. What's happening with Joe these days? Is he still driving warehouses?
I don't know what Joe's doing. He's like he was doing something online. I know that much.
Mike.
Yes, Ryan.
Brian, I'm buying you gear.
Ryan knows how to buy gear. This is his game of choice.
My first name is Cheese.
Oh, okay.
All I need is a middle name, and I could actually come up with a sandwich.
Well, I think I'm all ready, and so we can start playing, man.
Well, they're not ready, but also it's already 9. I don't know when Ryan needs to go to bed or when he wants to go to bed. We could at least get you to the first encounter or dungeon.
All right, so plate and shield. That's
going to bed and going to sleep were 2 different things, people.
30, 23 is.
Except for nice MLT, mutton, lettuce, and tomato. The mutton is nice and lean, and the tomato is so fresh. It's perky. I love it.
All right.
So Warhammer.
I bought you a short bow, quiver with 20 arrows, backpack, torches, and your plate mail, Ryan.
I don't know how much damage any of these weapons do.
Oh, you don't know what the weapons do?
Yeah, I don't know what damage they do. Maybe it's listed here. Oh, it's farther down. Okay.
Okay, so full stop. Do not start with anything. Well, for one, you're a halfling. You can't wield the big two-handed weapons like a polearm or a greatsword. But you don't want to, because
I'm a fighter.
They make you go last in initiative. And initiative in this game is based on groups. So if you win initiative, your whole party wins initiative, which means your whole party acts. As halflings,
if I have a polearm, everybody in my party automatically goes last.
No, you would go last in that instance. It's still very dangerous because, okay, think of how low hit point totals are. Like, if you're using a melee weapon and you have a +1 strength, let's say it's a d6, your average damage is 4. That's gonna kill most of your fucking level 1 enemies. Orcs, kobolds, goblins, hobgoblins will all die to that. But if they go first, you see where I'm going with this?
Yeah, and I'm not a halfling, I'm a human.
Oh, you're sticking with fighter?
I'm sticking with fighter because fuck you, that's why.
Hey, I don't make the rules, okay? It was worse in original D&D, okay? Like, old school essentials, like, they shaved the edges a bit.
Well, it would depend on the DM.
And, yeah, there's a lot of home rules. I will eventually start allowing like the advanced stuff like classes, but they're not any better than these classes.
Assassin's great.
I noticed on the character sheet there's a skills section, but in the booklet you passed to me, it has no skills listed.
That is an optional rule. And,
Yeah.
and
We have our skills are
actually makes like zero difference. But even then, they don't actually give you any mechanical advantage. It's entirely RP. You shouldn't be looking at your character sheet the majority of the time. It is RP entirely. That is the whole goal, is that DMs should not feel like a player has to have X or Y for them to attempt to do stuff. Players shouldn't feel like they have to have X or Y to do stuff. Like,
no, you're not going to get an argument from me on that.
No. And that's a better experience because, I don't like that if, you don't have that ability on your character sheet, you can't do that. Like, that's stupid. I could try whatever I want, All right.
I'm one of the players that really do like, the RP in role-playing games.
Yeah. So right now, as a halfling, you have quite a few abilities.
Hey, Mike, is your character going to be ticklish?
Yes. Oh my God.
Mike?
Holy shit.
Mike. Is your character going to be ticklish?
So your AC... You have a 0. Holy shit.
You're the fighter.
You.
I don't know why it's saying you have a 6.
There might be a maximum.
Oh, no. I know what's going on here. It's not using THAC0. There we go. Okay.
Oh, that makes sense.
So with plate mail you have a 3, and then your dex bring. You have a 2 hit. You have a THAC0 of 0. That is fucking astounding.
No, he should have a THAC0 of -1 with his shield.
3 plate mail plus his dexterity. So he plus his dexterity of 3
+2 for being a halfling.
Only against creatures larger than medium size. So yes, he will have a -2 against anything large size or bigger.
Nice.
Holy shit! Oh, Jesus fucking Christ, dude. Yeah, you are really fucking hard to hit.
How about we go kill a giant?
Well, there's lots of things to kill in on the board. Keep on the Borderlands. Okay, you're gonna want to buy some more gear. You're probably gonna. I mean, do you have the book open? Quote unquote.
Ryan, he's talking to you.
I mean, can you look at the gear? Like, I sent you the classic. I don't know if it has the
To be honest, there's not much here to look
gear
at.
in it though. You have 34 gold pieces left after your basic purchases.
Okay, let's see.
I gotta pee real quick.
Oh, you're the one playing the music.
Yep. If I'd rolled a higher charisma or whatever, I would have played a bard, but... I'm a wizard.
Okay. Bob Everyman, how are you doing? Did you buy all your stuff? Did you spend all of your gold?
Bob Everyman?
Yep.
Okay. Oh, okay. I see what the problem is. I got to go to settings, and I got to go to descending armor class. And your AC should be a. Don't put a plus on that. Just put. Okay. What's your dexterity?
13.
So that's weird. You should have an AC of. You should have an AC of 1. If you're wearing plate mail and you're using a shield, you should have an AC of 1. So just remember that.
Yeah, I'll keep that in mind.
Because that is very important. All right. You've spent all of your... Go ahead.
So I have a pole arm.
Yes.
It does double damage to things that are charging me. But I always go last, so I can't actually hit something charging me. Is that about right?
Well, hold on. So it's not if they moved at you and activated it, there are no reactions in this. Right. If they moved at you and triggered the effect and you survived to use it, you get the effect. With that being said, it's very...
It's very what?
I mean, straight up. It's very like... So if you look at the brace...
Yeah, I read it.
Most, like, it's charging only happens on horseback. Like, unless someone's on a horse coming at you, they're not charging you, even if they move in. Like, a polearm is very much like an outdoors, you're out in a field and fighting in a war kind of weapon. It doesn't serve the same purpose it does in like a 5e setting, you know? I would almost say it's not worth really buying initially, unless like the campaign moves in a total war direction. Then it could be. But like in dungeons and shit, nah, it's not worth it. Buy flasks of oil. Also, would you like me to assign you guys tokens, or would you like to find your own? I can't hear you.
Lex is doing his stuff, and I think it's triggering through.
Hey Lex, quiet that down a bit. Ryan, are you male or female?
And that's all my money.
Ryan, are you male or female?
Male.
Yeah.
Male halfling? Okay, let me see if I got a male halfling somewhere. He looks like an angry kid. Try that one. What do you think?
Audio should be muted on... Wait, should my audio be through... Roll20 has its own audio and video. So why are we doing a Discord call and...
Because the Roll20 is kind of shitty.
Oh.
Full stop.
Is Ryan on the Discord call?
We're on Discord. Yeah, we're all on Discord. I think he's just talking through Mike's mic because they're in the same room.
Oh.
Yep.
Oh, I see. So...
Are you okay with that picture, Mike? Or Ryan? You look like an angry toddler.
Well, get on the thing and look at it.
Doesn't he look like an angry toddler?
I'm on here. I don't give a shit. What are you talking about?
Roquefort, Lincolnshire.
Look at your character sheet. Switch to your character sheet.
Ow.
First one, hit the X. Now go into it up there. You should have a token assigned to it. Take a look.
Rope costs 1.
Yeah, well, there's not actually a map for us to see, like put the token down and then zoom in on it.
Well, we will have. I can do that.
It would be
Are you guys not
appreciated.
on the in map? All right. Do you guys not see the in right now?
No.
Really? Okay, hang on. So that's the inn. That's the Wailing Wyvern. That's where you guys start. Let me drag his token
I'm
out.
not seeing anything.
Seriously? Oh, that's because you don't have tokens. Hang on. So for you, this represents Rochefort. We're going to do that. Oh, hold on. So Ryan should be able to see stuff now. Let me drag Bob Everyman out. All right, you look like a peasant. I like it. Let me give you some vision. Bob Everyman, nameplate, save settings. How about now?
No.
Seriously, you couldn't come up with a better picture?
And I also can't see Ryan.
Refresh the page. Oh, I know why. Hold on, I know why. Hang on. Okay, refresh the page. You should be able to see stuff now.
Nope. Let me refresh it again.
Seriously, you couldn't come up with a better picture?
Negative. I cannot see anything.
It was just what I had available. I could throw something a little more masculine on there.
My screen's completely black.
You don't see anything?
Other than the icon for my character, no.
What am I doing wrong here?
Maybe get rid of the maybe just get rid of the whole, fog of war thing and just let us see the map.
Well, yes.
We promise not to metagame.
But also no. Hang on. What am I doing wrong here? There's nothing that should be prohibiting you from seeing the map. Let me move you down here. And we're going to go...
I'm not seeing any changes happening on this map right now.
Can you see the map, Lex?
I can see. I'm in the tavern. My character is.
Yeah, I'm not. I can't. I can see like a black outline where I'm pretty sure the tavern is on the map, but all I'm seeing on it. I love my picture though. Ryan, you should take a look at my character.
I haven't seen it. Why do you get a decent picture and I don't?
Because I made my own stamp.
Well, then how do I
Yeah.
make one?
You can make your own and upload it. That's perfectly within the...
Don't worry, I'm basically wearing like
Yeah, I'm going to
rusty.
give you guys torch. I'm going to see if this does anything.
Yes.
You can see now?
Yes. I can see a halfling that looks like he's crying.
Yeah, that's Ryan's character. He looks like a kid. Okay.
It's a nice evening.
Farmer.
Nice evening here at the inn.
Farmer having a midlife crisis.
You're pretty based farmer, though. You have straight up fucking.
Sorry, I'm just cracking myself up. Token stamp. Don't worry about it. We'll keep your picture and we'll make something nice later. It's not in there. It's an entire thing. I'll show you how to do it later.
Oh, sure. You get these one now, but I don't.
That's because I...
That's because you know what you're doing?
There is no wineskin. It's just wine. And you'll have 11 gold left after all this.
Who?
Ryan. And he messaged me with what he wanted to buy. I would recommend you don't have the money.
Don't worry, we'll have money soon enough.
Do you want
I'm gonna get rid of one thing and I'm gonna get a pole.
He's gonna want some thieves tools. Well, maybe.
I mean, it's not like he can do thief things.
If it affects
Right.
If it affects anyone else, I'll tell you what I have. I have backpack, crowbar, 12 iron spikes, lantern, 3 flasks of oil, 2 rations, 2 ropes, 2 large sacks, 3 small sacks, 2 tinder boxes and flint, 3 water skins, 2 wine.
Hey, you have so you have 4 pints of wine on you?
Yeah, 4 pints of wine. Yeah.
Nice. Yeah, I've got a backpack, sacks, rope, a couple of water skins, some torches, a week of rations, stakes and a mallet, a flask of oil, and a pole, and a 10-foot pole.
Oh, I forgot to.
You forgot the 10-foot pole.
Don't worry, I've got one. You can borrow mine.
I forgot to write it down. No, it was on my list. It was on my list. I had a list and how much it all cost.
You had a little list?
Yeah. So I needed to check it twice. Oh my goodness.
All
right.
Christmas.
I'm going to have
time.
at least some of my stuff tied up in my backpack and then hanging off the end of my pole. My armor's rusty and old. Looks like a hand-me-down.
Are you wearing plate mail?
Yes.
Very based. You've got a halfling and a human in plate mail. Fucking decked out. Actually, hold on. The halfling's gonna need to buy a short
what?
sword. You're gonna want a melee option just in case. It costs 7 gold. A melee option. I didn't give him one. He just has a short bow, but if he has no choice, he's gonna want to be able to stab shit. So
is there actually a penalty for shooting your bow and melee?
Yes.
Is there a penalty for just walking away?
Kind of. There's it's based on initiative, but if you can withdraw, which lets you move half your movement, or you can just run.
What's our movement?
But you lose your shield. If you're wearing full plate mail, it's 4 squares. If you're not, it's 8 squares. So your movement, it gets cut quite a bit if you are in full plate mail.
That's fine. I'd rather have a...
You'd rather not die, yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, yes, I don't blame you. So short swords, how much do they weigh? They cost.
Okay, yeah. So I the only things I left
They weigh
out
30,
was
okay.
hammer and my 2 10-foot
something to
foot
keep in
poles.
mind. And something to keep in mind, my family is not happy with this.
I have a question. Why is it in equipment? The only actual food that's listed is garlic.
Rations, iron 7 days. Rations standard 7 days.
Yeah. If you look above that,
There's garlic.
Clue. I have no
garlic
fucking.
can grow wild.
Yes, but garlic is used for vampires.
Yes, that is literally why you need garlic. Vampires will fucking end you if you fight them in a straight up fight. You need garlic, fire, and all the shit to minimize their ability to hurt you. Because if they touch you, you lose 2 levels.
Yep. Just boom.
And if you don't have levels to lose, you die and you become a vampire under my control. So there's no vampires in this module.
Yeah.
But
okay.
In the future.
Yeah,
do not go picking a fight with vampires.
In addition, to know how fighting ghosts and vampires works.
Yeah.
There's a reason I went out of my way in order to have a resistance to death effects and such.
Yeah.
There was something that that clerics could get in 2nd edition that allowed them to make death saves without their wisdom modifier bonus to it against saves that normally don't allow against effects that normally wouldn't allow a save.
Yes.
And that was a very, very powerful effect because there's a lot of stuff in this edition that you don't even get a save on.
Nope. You just fucking die.
When a vampire touches you.
Okay, it looks like you are all ready to go. All of you have your gear. Ryan, I did the rest of your gear. You have 4 gold pieces remaining.
I have none.
And yep, you got your attacks. You've got and we got a rich wizard in the party. So you guys have already traveled together at least a little bit. Do all of you have access to the maps I posted in the campaign rule or character campaign rule? Did I not? Setting. In the Mystara Marches, I changed the name of the alternate week. If you look at the first map, the black and white one.
Awesome.
Yeah, you are.
This is so cool.
Oh.
Yeah, you guys are right up there on the outside of the Principalities of Galantry. And if you look at the bottom, you see how it just says, the Great Northern Wastes up there, or the Great Northern Wildlands. You're basically on the border of that.
Nice.
That is Mystara, the very old school, very, very street, very lethal.
Very street.
Basically, what happened is this a very forward-thinking Castellan, which is like a baron, wants to tame these wildlands going northeast from his country. And to do so, he knows he can't be a discriminatory douchebag like the rest of his country. Just for reference, the Principalities are notoriously pro-human, very bigoted, very backwards. It's like Dark Ages Western Europe.
That is the theme of old school D&D. It makes sense.
Okay. So he has kind of enticed adventurers, and especially like other races and whatnot, or people who are poor. If you make it, you make it. Like if you secure a bunch of land and you're able to build a stronghold, he's going to grant you a title and rights, no questions asked. If it's with very low taxes, very high independence, almost a libertarian's wet dream. Very libertarian wet dream. But even in a world like this, I mean, the ability to go out and if you conquer enough land to build your own stronghold, congratulations, you're now recognized by a major power. That's incredibly rare. So it has enticed me. It's enticed a lot of adventurers. It's enticed a lot of people, and these lands are unexplored. there's rumors that there used to be a very old civilization somewhere around here that imploded. But right now it is the Borderlands, and it is where a lot of the darker, evil, or demi-humans clash with the humans of the known world of Mystara.
Lex, what's your basic background?
I am a wizard from Kentucky. From the
Kentucky.
From one of these lands. Which land should I be from? Let's say.
The principalities have a good amount of wizards. The Emirate does. Alfheim does. The Nordic lands do. A smaller amount. This is before Moradin. Like, the Nords worship Thor, Odin, Freya, Frey. There's an Arabic area, there's a Byzantine area, there's a Roman area.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, I see. Oh, the Kingdom of Vestland.
The Republic is very Italian. Yeah, Vestland is like one of the Odinist areas. They do have a small college of magic there.
I'm from the Principality, and I'm not kidding when I said I am a peasant having a midlife crisis. I'm in my mid-30s. Yes, I am married with kids, and I'm off to adventure anyways.
Money.
Well, I mean, ideally take care of my family better and all that, and maybe find myself and, all that other hippy-dippy crap that people do.
Nice. All right. So what I will say.
What about you, Ryan?
I don't know if I specified. You can't be. I don't want any characters starting as chaotic. If you guys pick up a cursed artifact or something that turns you chaotic, that's one thing. But I don't want any.
Yeah, no evil players.
Evil characters running around, and yeah, no PvP. None of the rogues stealing all the shit from the other party members. I don't want any of that drama. It is obvious, but you do need to reiterate it, just for posterity's sake.
Yeah.
Anyway, I was thinking that I'd basically be Nobleman's cook, and somebody poisoned the food without my noticing. So I got blamed and basically went on the road.
Ooh, yeah. I have a 15% chance to open a stuck door and a 5% chance to listen at it.
So I think I'm a wizard from the magical college of the Kingdom of Westfold, and I am here to study ancient runes and writings and find ancient artifacts that may be buried or in dungeons.
All right.
Makes sense. Oh, so, okay. Yeah. So these are 1 in 6. Okay, that makes sense.
Yes. Like I said, a lot of the stuff, remember, it's like golf.
I thought it was a 1 in 20, so it's like, yeah, I have a 5% chance to listen to
No, you have a 1 in 6. But I roll those, and you don't get to know whether you succeeded. Basically, you don't know, because it wouldn't make it would if you rolled and you saw the fail, even if your character doesn't know, the metagame kind of
metagame.
I know, but it is something that they stipulate very strongly, is that they're not supposed to know those rules. Oh, big man, that's right. The halfling gets a rules? 1 in 2 chance. Like listening at doors, stealth, hiding in shadows, etc. Okay, so this is called the Wailing Wyvern. This tavern is it's part of the Castellan Creed is his name. He is the forward-thinking lord who wants to tame these wildlands. He is not from Warhammer 40k, because I already know someone was going to mention that. Castellan Creed. Keep on the Borderlands. Okay. So, where is the...
Okay, get out of my kitchen.
Not your kitchen, you criminal.
It's not your kitchen anymore.
Well, the DM put me in the kitchen, so it's my kitchen.
You didn't say you were a cook. I mean, that's the only reason I moved you there.
He used to be a cook. Right now, he's a felon on the run.
He's a felon, is he? All right. All right. So, the start. You have traveled for many days, leaving the realm and entering into the wilder area of the Borderlands. Farms and towns have become less frequent, and travelers have few. The road is climbed higher as you enter the forested and mountainous country. You now move up a narrow rocky track. A sheer wall of natural stone is on your left. The path falling away to a steep cliff on the right. There's a small widening ahead where the main gate to the keep is. The blue-clad man-at-arms who guard the entrance shout at you to give your names and state your business. All along the wall, you see curious faces peering down at you, eager to welcome new champions, but ready with crossbow and polearm to give another sort of welcome to enemies. What do you do?
I'll introduce myself. So this is for the inn, right?
This is for the keep. The inn is inside the keep. You're here.
I'll tell him. I am Bob Everyman, farmer from down south. I'm up here to seek my fortune.
I am Val Centaur. I travel from the College of Magic in the Kingdom of Westfold.
A magician. A wizard. He's a wizard. There's whispers going across the wall. That's someone declaring themselves a magician of the arcane arts is a rare thing. A very rare thing indeed in these parts. But they don't interrupt you. I do, but they don't. Ryan, the halfling. Their eyes curiously turn on you.
Gentleman traveler.
What?
Monsieur Romford. Gentleman traveler.
They seem a little confused, but they don't... I mean, you're a halfling, and they tend to regard halflings as not all that dangerous, so they kind of shrug their shoulders and like, oh, okay, well, very well, Bob Everyman, Val Centaur, and Little One. The Castellan has great need for pious adventurers such as yourselves. If you're weary, I recommend you go to the Wailing Wyvern, the inn of Orson Thorn. He
you human?
Was a
what? No.
Okay, I didn't know that we were pious.
Give me 2 seconds.
I believe in the gods. Do you?
In general, yes, but I've never seen one.
Give me 1 second. I have to.
So you do not hold any gods sacred?
Well, none that you would know. Human.
Why are you calling me human?
Because we haven't been properly introduced.
What? I just said my name.
To them.
Bob
We've been
Everyman.
on the road for several days. You know who I am.
Yeah, well. I think what type of a name is Everyman? Seriously. Bob, I can see being your name, but Everyman? Seriously? Who's gonna take that serious? The fact that they didn't bust up laughing it makes me wonder. I mean, it sounds like something you made up.
Well, maybe he did.
Handed down from generation to generation?
No.
Is it a given name?
Yes.
You sure your parents didn't make it up?
Not really my place to judge that, is it? I do not know the wisdom of the gods. This is the name that I was blessed with, and it is the name that I am blessed with.
Oh, so the gods gave you your name.
Well, that's what I would assume. That's what my parents said.
My parents gave me my name.
Alrighty then. So.
Yeah, they said that I would be just like every other man. So that's my last name, Bob Everyman.
Yeah, that was like a joke that your parents were taking that you took way too literally.
You might have taken it too literally. I fully understand what it means. It is very clear.
Your mom took it too literally.
Professional?
Anyway. Continue.
Everyman?
Specify what you mean by that, halfling, and be very careful.
And be very careful. There we go. Just I didn't have light. Oh, I'm such a scumbag.
There's nothing wrong with having a working mother. Whatever it takes to earn a living.
You know, I'd give you a thrashing if it wasn't for the fact that I'm right in front of a bunch of guards.
Large family? Or are you an only child?
What do you think?
I don't know. You tell me.
Fairly small family. There was only 6 of us.
That's small.
You don't count the dead children.
Of course not.
That's weird.
But why would you?
Well, they're named.
I mean, not until they're 2.
So,
I mean, what do you do with your dead kids? Do you, like, keep them around?
You hang them up.
Weird.
We name our children when they're born, and then if they don't live, we bury them. But at least ours have names. Barbarians.
I mean, you're not wrong.
Go backwards.
The principalities are considered one of the more backward realms, but you know, you're also halflings, so.
But perhaps there are ancient wisdoms that are hidden in the back realms of the Reach.
Why are humans in such a rush to get everywhere?
So, you 3 are given permission to enter the keep. You are told to go to the Wailing Wyvern. That is kind of the inn where a few out of towners who've shown up have kind of passed through. It is roughly, I mean, it's the closest equivalent to a information center also. I mean, most of the people who've shown up here have been directly under the Castellans' employ, and they haven't gone out and actually done any exploring. This is very virgin lands. Like, as far as, they really haven't had any adventuring parties yet. It's mostly just been guards. So, yeah, you're let in. The keep is fairly newly built, but kind of shoddy. Like, they really rushed to get this place set up. Mostly human. They're definitely giving a halfling a lot of second looks. They're not used to non-humans here. You don't even see a single non-human as you enter. But you know, they don't hassle you or anything.
Yeah, he's short and he's rude, but he's harmless.
Yeah.
Hey, Mage.
Lex.
Hey, you with the bathrobe.
Yeah.
Show me a magic trick.
Well, I've spent the better part of a century learning about all of the various ways.
Are you a human? So you're what, in your 50s?
Yeah, I'm just old.
You do a card trick? Ooh, I know. Do the card trick where you guess what the number of cards I have.
I can do card tricks. They're pretty cool. Would you like to see one?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay. Let me get my tarot cards.
Oh, that's right.
Here's my tarot cards. And the trick is that there's the Wheel of Fortune. Oh, we've rolled the dice.
Uh-oh. That's not bad. That's actually not bad.
We're rolling the
Would you like me to
dice.
pick a card and you get to guess it?
Maybe later. We have much to accomplish here. We want to start a new school for the investigation of the ancient rituals of the peoples of the republics and the principality of Glantry.
Are you planning on doing that on an empty stomach? I suppose that we have lunch first.
I could
idea what
settle
you're
for
talking
some stew and some mead, or some ale, perhaps, or some.
See, now you're talking. Let's go.
All right. So the party heads to the Wailing Wyvern. Entering the tavern, you see fairly it's normal looking people, workers, fairly gorgeous bartender, maid person handing out drinks. There's a human bard who's telling a story to three they look like basic militiamen, like lower ranking soldiers over here. You see an old lady sitting warming herself by the fire up here, and then you also see three, maybe they're adventurers, you're not sure. They're up there, and they're huddled around the table. They're talking in really quiet whispers. All three of them wear cloaks or animal furs that conceal their features, and they've put out the candles and whatnot that would have otherwise illuminated that area.
I'm guessing they're very mysterious.
Super mysterious.
I am going to approach the armed people at the table. And
up here?
Yes, I will inform them. Excuse me, gentlemen. May I have a moment of your time?
Where are you? Who are you talking to?
Yeah, move your character. Move your token. I'm assuming you're going up here.
Up to these gentlemen here, correct?
Oh, these three. Okay.
Isn't there a...
Those are the normal militiaman-looking type people.
Yeah, militia. They're normal. They may be retainers of some kind.
One of them will kind of... Yeah, that's the bard. Yeah, that's the bard. That's the militia. The militia will kind of turn and regard you for a second. You clearly look like someone with a good amount of money and well-to-do, so they give you their attention. What is it there, Robed One? What can we do for you?
Well, I have been sent to establish an archaeological expedition in these here lands, and perhaps to gain a barony for myself. So, in any case, I would require some retainers of some kind, perhaps some footmen or of the like. I would like to perhaps give them a monthly wage and a share of any treasures that we gain on our excavations.
No.
Yes. Retainers are incredibly...
Sure. Not a share of mine. You're not giving them my share.
Well, there'll be half shares, of course.
Yeah, they only get half shares.
There'll be half shares.
This is actually the norm.
But they.
I plan on buying food with that money.
You
That means
know.
you're literally taking the food out of my mouth and handing it to somebody else. That doesn't go.
Having people to get shot for you is a godsend in this game.
Well, what do you think I have two big humans for? One of them's not even wearing armor.
Yeah, that's the problem. You don't
Not for
want
me.
them to be your only line of defense. Well, then you won't get any treasure because your buddies are dead.
Well, he's already giving it away.
So they kind of look at each other and they're like, well, what are you offering? You know, how much can we expect money-wise?
Well, so these are, what do they look like? Militia, like light footmen?
So they can't, yeah, so they can't be higher leveled than you. So they're probably level, you would probably assume they're level, either level 0 or level 1 fighter types.
Okay,
they're not carrying their gear on them, but
okay, in the book it said that the cost for various, I was looking for an archer, a footman heavy, and a peasant that would cost 5.
Oh, those are mercenaries.
Oh, mercenaries. Oh, no. Oh, I suppose we're screwed then on that one. Okay, so let's look
or
at.
are they
let's rather look at
so
the hired help.
There's a difference. So retainers are NPCs that are hired by characters to accompany them on an adventure. Each character is limited to a finite number of retainers as indicated by their charisma score. They are not
he has a good charisma.
Retainers can be of any class, including normal humans, effectively of level 0, but must be of equal or lower level to the hiring PC.
Yeah. So you could absolutely grab a couple human fighters and stick them in front of you.
Yes, that's the plan.
And so, it's your job to basically make a deal.
Yep.
And the standard rate for a retainer is 1 gold piece per day plus a half share of treasure. It is also your job to pay for the retainer's daily upkeep, such as food and lodgings, and for any new adventuring gear, weapons, or mounts the retainer requires.
So
good news is they don't require anything right now.
So mercenaries are cheaper than retainers then.
But they won't go with you in dungeons.
Oh, I see.
Yeah, like they'll man your strongholds and protect your, keeps, but they won't actually be there when the fighting starts.
Oh, okay. So I want a retainer, and
you at least want one retainer to stand in front of you with a big board.
Okay, so I want 2 retainers. I want 2
or so go ahead and roll a charisma check. It is 2d6.
2d6. I suppose.
Currently, I'll give you a +1 because you're new. You clearly look like you have some money, and they think they might have a pretty good future if they get employed by you.
Okay, so I roll twice.
You just roll a 2d6, and then you'll add 1. Okay, they accept your offer. So they're looking at each other like, all right, well we'll put our shields in front of you, Mr. Wizard guy. You just pay us a gold key piece and keep us fed, and we'll keep you safe.
That sounds like a wonderful plan, chaps. What may I call you?
Did I write names for these guys? Hang on.
It's okay.
Jim, Jam, and Jom.
All right, you have hired Bartholomew Berkstrand and Fisk Cambridge.
William Fisk Cambridge? Oh.
Those are your two retainers.
He's
this one is kind of like, he's just kind of like, man, I'm gonna keep listening to this hot redhead over here.
Oh,
She's got some knowledge.
Does she?
There's the rumor page.
Well, then I suppose I shall listen to her as well.
I'm pretty sure he means knowledge in air quotes.
Oh.
Okay, so Mike and Ryan, what are you doing in the end? As he is talking to these militiamen who agreed to become his bodyguard.
I go over and talk to the old lady.
All right. The old lady.
So, what are we here for again exactly? Like, are we actually here on a mission?
You're here to find a mission. You know that there is much needs doing, and that the Castellan is looking for brave adventurers who can go out and clear out the wilderness, kill monsters, but you don't actually have a specific agenda yet.
We must become established in this townhold so that we gain the respect of the local folk, and that we may be able to establish our archaeological excavation that you two are being rambled into with, as well as these two that I've just hired.
Well, I will sit down here at the table that I'm at.
Okay.
And I'm basically got take a ration from my pack and have dinner. What time is it?
You got here in the evening time, so it's getting kind of late. All right, so I'll handle Ryan first. So you walk up, and the old lady kind of looks up and, well, hello there, little child. What are you doing here?
Evening, grandmother. How are you doing on this fine day?
These foggy months always bring a chill to me bones, but this warm fire always does the dispelling trick. Brings you into the inn. Where are your parents, little one?
At home?
Oh, I was surprised they'd let you wander about on such a dangerous frontier. I should have a word with them, but well, what is it? Why do you come to the Wailing Wyvern?
Well, actually, I was hoping that you might be able to tell me about this area. You see, we're new here.
All right, that was a good roll. That's good for you to know. She's like, well, I don't mean to scare you, little one, but I had a cousin as well as several of his friends who came from the Republic down south. They meant to go out and make a fortune, taming the wilderness and gaining the favor of the Castellan. But in their foolish bravado, they angered the hermit of the north with his lion servant, who tore them apart out in the wilds. And him and his foul beast ate their flesh and hung their skulls as a warning. If you're ever out in the northern woods and you find woods marked with the skulls of the dead, turn right round. The man you seek there is insane and will only seek to slay and eat you. It matters not whether you are young, old.
Ooh, neat. What type of beast?
Some sort of furred, clawed monster. I don't know. All I know is that it moved swiftly and tore through their armor like butter.
Wow. And this person's just out there?
The rumor is he used to be a priest of Valya, but in his desperation to tame these lands, turned to darker masters for power, but he found only insanity. And now the woods are his own prison, domain of torment.
Is this a large area to avoid or a small area?
I couldn't tell you. I haven't been out of the keep myself.
Have you seen a lot of people travel through here?
Very few. You are among the first, to be perfectly honest. I would hope that a young child like yourself wouldn't go out and get into trouble.
Not me. I try to avoid trouble.
That's good. Very good. Oh, it is very cold. As she kind of pulls the blanket she has around herself up and scoots her chair a little closer to the fire.
Would you like me to get you a warm drink?
That would be most wonderful. Tell Phone to put it on my tab. And please, get yourself one as well. I appreciate the company.
Ooh, thank you. I'll be right back.
All right, switching down to Mike. As you sit down and you pull out a ration pack, a maid, a very gorgeous maid, buxom, wanders up, and she will see you. And she's like, "Oh, surely you don't want to eat some cold stored food. We have warm stew on for merely a silver." Mike.
Yes. I have put everything I have into this journey. I'm not exactly carrying coin. I heard there were a lot of bandits around up here, and it would be a good idea to not be carrying it.
Bandits, fell orcs, goblins, kobolds, every horror you could imagine inhabits these wildlands. It is why this keep has been established, to serve as the shield to protect the rest of our lands. At least that's the Castellan's speech. I imagine he just is looking for a get-rich-quick scheme like the rest of those foul dukes. But Oceanthorn is a gentleman, and I'm sure if you were willing to do some dishes, clean up a little, he'd be happy to serve you as much stew and beer as you could drink and eat.
Absolutely.
Very well, I'll be right back. And she goes on behind the counter and talks to Thorson. He kind of nods and smiles. She'll walk back, and she'll come out with a big bowl of stew and a hearty helping of ale and place them before you, and enjoy.
Thank you very much.
So you're here answering the Castellan's call, I take it.
Yes, I am. I reached a point in my job where I needed to do something new, and this is an opportunity that very few will get the chance to do.
All righty. Well, I appreciate that you've taken this risk. I heard from one of the guards on patrol that the woods out to the north and east are populated by many demi-human, subhuman creatures, kobolds, orcs, goblins, and the like. But apparently one of them came across an area where many of these caves that they live in intersect. If you were looking for the kobolds, they would be in the southernmost caves. Apparently he was very nearly taken prisoner before he escaped. One of the guards.
That's good information to have. Thank you.
She'll nod and, and if you require any more food or drink, please let me know. My name is Theda Argland. Reveal that. There we go.
Thank you.
So head on back. Okay, Lex.
Ah.
So you have 2 bodyguards.
Yes. Yes, indeed. And on the morrow we must find a way to make some money. Unfortunately, we must do so quickly. So, I've been hearing of this terrible murder most foul that's gone on in the north. Is there some kind of bounty or...
Are you asking Orson Thorne?
The
innkeeper?
The innkeeper. Yes, innkeeper. Yes, innkeeper. Is there some manner of reward or bounty,
Well,
perhaps?
I don't know no bounty, but if you and your group would care to accompany me over to the table tucked in the corner there, I do believe there's something you could do to earn money and, most importantly, reputation amongst the people here. And he'll walk behind the counter after kind of clicking at Theta, and she'll kind of nod, and she'll take over behind the counter. And he'll move up here, and he'll invite the 3 adventurers who are there, as well as the retainers, who are now technically part of the game.
If only I could have hired the broad, but no. I'm a wizard.
Bob, do you accept the innkeeper's invitation?
Yes, I will bring my food over here.
Okay.
And then sit down.
All right. He will kind of look at Roquefort and Valcentaur, because neither of you have stew, and he'll, would either of you like a bowl of stew before we begin?
A bowl of stew. Much obliged, sir. Much obliged. I would very much enjoy a bowl of stew.
Ryan?
A little later, perhaps.
Very well. He'll kind of shout, "Theta, 1 bowl." Coming right up. And she'll walk back. She'll make a bowl. She'll come back up. Come over. Reach around the wizard, getting a little close there with those giant things, and put a bowl in front of you. There you go. And she'll walk away. And Orson will lean in. All right. This is something that the Castellan has wanted kept quiet, but it is of significant concern to the Lord. A trading caravan from the Emirate of Yalsamir. How did I just forget the name? It's literally right there in front of me. Yalarum. The Emirate of Yalarum was attacked by a group of bandits. A few of its merchants were imprisoned, taken as slaves off to wherever they have made their camp. They are not a known factor in this region. The Castellan has been used to dealing with the orcs, bugbears, kobolds, goblins, the other unintelligent demi-humans that have always plagued our people. These bandits are something different. If they're intelligent, they're cunning, they're ruthless. And this has caused a significant diplomatic crisis between the principalities and the Emirates. And seeing this resolved, I'm sure would bring great prestige on whatever adventurers did this, as well as wealth. Is this something you would be interested in?
Yes. Yes, it is.
Wait, what was the thing again? What's the job?
Wait, what? I'm sorry, could you repeat that? We're not listening to all those, man. No. Basically, a few prisoners were taken from a trading caravan, and they want them. They think if you return them, then you will be given both wealth and perhaps an audience with the Castellan, who's the lord of this area.
Well, perhaps we could find these fugitives and make a name for ourselves in this part as a sort of upright citizens. It does seem to be so.
And you, little one? like Ryan.
Brian
there?
My agreement.
All right. Well, I don't know the exact location they were taken to, but I can give you I know where their wagon was attacked. And this was only a few days ago, so perhaps the tracks are still fresh. There has not been rain or any other such calamities.
Well, I suppose. You militiamen, you know something about following tracks, I suppose?
Who are you asking?
The fellas, the retainers that I've had. Broadwick and Bronson and whatever.
I'm gonna roll.
Cambridge.
One of them does. Wow, one of them actually is, yes. Yeah, this Cambridge will kind of turn and be like, I hunt these woods all the time. I know where any tracks will lead, and I know what the tracks were made by. You can count on me.
Oh, top notch, cheerio. We'll have ourselves a bloody good hunt.
I need to get.
Okay. I gotta roll their hit points. Okay. So, Orson Thorn will nod and he will hold out a map, very poorly drawn, basically only of the local area, and he'll kind of draw on it and show you where the wagon was attacked, and he'll give it to you. And he'll say, you can stay at the inn tonight for free. I would hope you would set off early in the morn to rescue these poor people before they are subjected to God knows what.
Surely, sir.
I'm in favor of this.
All right.
I vote aye. I vote aye.
All right.
How about you, Appling?
Sounds like a pretty good deal. Tell you what. Throw in the meal tonight, a good drink, and if you get the old lady over there a mulled wine for me, we'll have ourselves a deal. Oh, and I'd like some bread with this too, if you don't mind.
She didn't give you bread? Yes.
Well,
so he'll call Theta and she'll bring over some extra goodies for you. Here you go.
Thank you.
Thank you.
And yes, so the top two rooms there are free for you and for your party. Your retainers will tell you that they already have a place to stay. They'll meet you here in the morning.
Righto. As you will, lads.
I'm going to take my food, my drink.
Okay.
And head over to the old lady.
Okay. Vilma Wedekind will look up. Oh, little one.
Hello.
Oh, good that you're eating.
I got you some old wine. It's on the way. I'll sit down on the floor and proceed to eat and drink, and I'll ask her to tell me stories.
She'll bring more food and wine for you both. And yeah, she has some interesting stories about the principalities. Nothing else directly related to the adventure, but she's old and she's been around a while.
I'll be right back. I'm going to the bathroom.
The people in charge and this place in general.
The keep. So the keep
Yes, around the people in charge. What type of people they are. That sort of thing.
So it's actually fairly. The people of the keep and the principalities in general are fairly. They're kind of racist. They're kind of human supremacists, but here in this keep, in this area in particular, the Castellan has kind of chastised humans against that. He's very progressive in that regard. He wants all sorts of people to come because the more bodies they have, the more they can deal with the threats of this area. So discrimination is just a bad practice for them.
Makes sense.
Yeah, but won't that hurt morale?
Once when the last winter hit and people were starving, it was like, sure, you could get mad that there were dwarfs here, but when the dwarfs were able to navigate the Underdark and bring back food, like mushrooms and other crops in abundance, and save your lives, the morale issue kind of resolved itself. The ones who couldn't deal died, and the ones who could are here. So it's helped out in that regard.
Seems reasonable. All right, yeah. I'm gonna go to bed.
All right, so your character finishes eating. You can't see through any of these, can you?
No.
Hold on. All right, so this door is gonna be open, and this door will be open. I don't know where you just went. Did I delete your token? Oh no, I didn't. Okay. So you and the halfling are sharing a room, and the wizard gets his own because he's wealthier than
you are. How much is the room?
It's free tonight because you're doing an adventure tomorrow.
So why can't we each get our own?
Because he has 3 rooms and one of them is reserved.
Oh, okay. Well, I don't mind sharing a room. Besides, I can fill him in on all the information I got.
Yeah.
The Bob Everman is actually armed with information.
No, there is a whole
thing of about a feathery beast that has a beak and claws and
a feathery beast with claws.
Basically.
That sounds like a bird.
Yeah, except from what she said, it had fur and it ripped people apart.
So it had feathers and fur?
Dun 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 dun.
That is if her memory isn't slipping.
Yeah, she could be thinking about a cat.
I don't think so. She said it was pretty big.
Big cat?
Uh-huh.
That just recently mauled a bird?
Yeah, but
if they're holding a chicken in their mouths, they do.
Yeah, but a big cat holding a chicken doesn't seem like much of a threat. And besides, if it has the chicken, why would it rip you apart? It already has food.
Because the chicken's small food and you're big food?
I'm not big food.
Compared to a chicken?
Well, compared to anything, compared to humans.
Yeah.
She said it ripped several humans apart. Just for trespassing. Obviously, controlled by,
I gotta pee, I'll be right back.
Or, somebody could have stumbled in its territory and gotten too close to its kids.
I don't know. She said the guy up north was crazy. But then again, if the guy did come up here and set up his own area up there, shouldn't he be like, a duke or something by this point? I mean, technically he has his own land.
No clue.
He's clearly able to defend it. Although why he would defend it against a couple of, random humans, I don't know.
Can you guys catch me up on what happened real quick? I just had to step out to the bathroom.
Oh, nothing's really happened. We're just, in rooms. You have a room. Your room is this one here.
Which one?
Where are you?
Okay, fine. I'm in that room then.
I'll see you in here.
I am now.
Where are you?
Sorry, I'm just
Run
grabbing
below.
some food real quick.
The wizard has his own room, and you and I are sharing a room.
Correct. The wizard has money
Where has blue sheets?
and is obviously not a peasant. The halfling and the peasant can share a room as far as they're concerned.
Yeah, I am absolutely just a peasant.
Yeah. It's important. The wizard looks like
I love the picture I found.
That's a good picture. I'm not going to complain.
Are you actually carrying around a pitchfork?
Yes,
Right on.
that is my spear.
Oh. Your spear is a pitchfork?
Yes.
Ah.
Yeah, you can frame your weapons as long as it's within reason. They can be whatever the fuck makes sense. You know, if you're
a pitchfork is both a tool and a weapon.
yeah.
Yep.
My phone gonna get back.
So, is anyone else doing anything in the tavern before dawn?
Nope. I'm getting a good night's sleep.
Just resting and doing the necessary of studying my spell book and so on.
So it must be yours. Wherever it is. One moment, guys.
Yeah.
Did you in the bag? Oh, that was mine. I was wondering why I couldn't find it in my bag. It said there was weight. It's in my bag. I should have been able to get it.
Hey, puppy. Oh, God.
If it's a number, what's no name?
All right.
If it's a name and number, then it's probably somebody you know. It's somebody you know. Go. Okay. Ignore it. It's Owen.
Anyhow, I'm back.
So the morning will come.
And I will head out.
Your face.
And once we're out here,
So it's going to be roughly about a 5 to 6 hour march into the woods.
At whose speed?
Yours. You're the one in heavy plate mail. If there's anything wrong with that.
clink, clink,
Wow.
clink, clink.
This is a real manhunt. If there was a guy in full plate mail, geez, Louise, I'm just
I'm saying plate mail.
Yeah, they're
full
both wearing
plate
plate mail.
or whatever, huh?
I mean, his is nicer than mine. Mine's, rusty and old, but it does the job.
Well,
Precisely.
I do my best to take care of it.
You know, I just these robes. I prefer to keep it a little breezy between, so the old boys can breathe. Yes.
We should get.
Wizard? Hey, wizard.
Yes.
Yo, wizard.
Yes.
Yeah, you.
Uh-huh.
I want to invest in some underwear. That way you won't have to worry about the breeze.
What you might want to invest in some manners, you prick.
What are you talking about? Everybody loves me.
Are you the
I don't
halfling
know.
or the peasant? I can hardly tell the difference these days.
Didn't say anything rude to you at all. How dare you?
Oh wait, who's who though? Oh, who's the halfling? Who's the peasant?
The halfling is the little one.
Seriously, you're looking at both of us. You can't tell us apart.
And
and
I'm the normal sized person. Right. I don't know how you're so confused.
That's it.
My eyesight's not very good. I'm trying to decode it by voice, you say.
You know, I was joking about the monocle earlier, but apparently you really do need one.
Well, we'll see. Get it?
All right.
We'll see. A monocle.
Following the map. Brings you out into the wilderness. You find what looks like nothing was left here, but you can definitely tell something like a battle took place. There's broken arrows. There's quite a lot of erratic footsteps on the road trail, I should say. It's definitely where a fight took place. I don't think any of you have tracking except for William Fisk Cambridge. So,
no.
Was there a cart?
There was. The cart made it. Several humans were abducted, but the cart and the general shipment didn't make it to town.
Well, then there should be wheel tracks, or at least horse prints, going off into the woods.
Well, they didn't get the
It's a
cart.
fairly wide thing, so it should be fairly easy to track.
So a train and caravan or prisoners?
Remember, they weren't able to get the cart. They were able to kidnap several prisoners, but ultimately, what you're looking for are the people who came in, snatched prisoners, and ran.
You mean they left the cart and the animals?
There were other people.
The cart and the animals escaped.
Everybody.
Yeah.
Okay.
So, all of you are free to make tracking rolls. You can roll a d6. And on a 1, you can succeed because none of you are rangers. You got a 6. All right. So you're all garbage. Well, luckily, William Fisk Cambridge isn't. All right. So the hireling you hired goes out into the woods briefly while you're all following footprints and whatnot. And he'll tell you that he found what looks like human footprints leading off to the east, which is kind of strange for this area.
Human footprints leading off to the east. Mm-hmm.
Well, humanoid.
Let's follow them then.
I see.
I take it they're wearing shoes.
Yes.
Yes.
No shoes. Fuck it.
Well, let us follow these footprints. Thank you, Mr. William Fisk Cambridge. Perhaps I'll give you an extra bit of wine out of my private stock as reward.
Yes. All right. You follow the footprints for a good hour into the woods. The woods are getting thick. Elmy, it starts to get hilly before you finally reach, well, they kind of get scruffled up at the edge of a clearing leading to several little hills going up and then kind of descending again. But this area is strangely devoid of trees.
Strangely devoid of trees around here, don't you think? Old boy, Bob Everyman? Sir?
This is pretty much my first time seeing an area like this.
How tall is the grass?
It's fairly tall.
Okay, then I'll confidently wander out into it.
Is
Alright.
it, are there stumps? Does it seem to be blighted land, or?
No, it's very nice. It's just the trees are clear and you see several hills going off into it.
Can we see anything on the hills or anything nearby?
Not from this distance. You'll definitely have to get closer.
And can we go around the clearing?
Well, no. I mean, the clearing encompasses the entirety of the hills. Like, it just looks like the trees stopped growing here.
Oh,
Weird.
I see. Yes, we reached
we'll
the tree
keep going
line.
and following the tracks.
All right.
Generally keeping an eye out for danger, but I mean...
So, Mr. Halfling, I don't know why you rolled dexterity. I don't know who rolled dexterity.
Oh, that was just me clicking something on the sheet.
Do you want to go ahead and roll a percentile, Mr. Halfling?
So what, 2d10?
Or a D100. You're fine. You are perfectly hidden.
Oh.
He's a halfling in tall grass. He's perfectly hidden.
Oh. There's a trait of those small people, I suppose.
So the halfling vanishes into the high grass. As you guys circle.
Always shit, little bastards, aren't they?
That was a powerful sneeze. As you circle the region, you think you hear voices, like just at the edge of your perception. You can't really tell what direction they're coming from, but they're definitely there. So you're not actually are you entering the clearing? Because the tracks kind of end at the clearing. They go out into it just a split bit, but then they kind of vanish.
Seems strange.
Yeah, basically, we don't have much of a choice.
Militiamen, perhaps we should test the ground with 10-foot poles to see if there's some kind of sinkhole or quicksand.
They'll look at each other and nod. Yeah, that's a good idea. We don't want to step out on that. All right.
No one wants to step into a clearing in the woods, I see. Okay.
Right? I don't see why we're not just walking across.
It's up to you guys. The halfling did.
Right. So we follow the halfling.
Apparently, I'm the only one with big ass balls.
Says the guy hiding.
Well, none of you. You lost track of the halfling. He made a conscious effort to hide.
I don't know what you're talking about. I'm just walking normally.
Yeah, that little bastard disappeared into the scrub.
Yeah, you fucking vanished.
What do I know? What do I know about that little chubby prick? Oh, I suppose it hasn't done too much to me. Well, anyway, I should be more kind to him. He's probably a nice, fine bloke.
So the others are kind of slowed because they don't know exactly where you went, and they kind of debated what to do before actually crossing into the opening.
Don't worry, they'll pass me.
You are strafing the hills, and before long, you see what looks like a dirt mound statue thing kind of jutting up from the far side. of one of these hills.
Great.
Almost looks like a big
God of
head with a giant mouth. Like you could fit probably a full-on human in this mouth if it were open. And it's sitting there with kind of a straight face.
This is precisely what I've been sent here for. Right,
what is it?
This kind of thing.
Yeah. Well, the halfling is the one who's seeing this. It's basically like a dirt.
And I'll see how far away they are.
Okay, it's basically a dirt statue. Well, dirt, like clay. It looks very old. It doesn't really have a lot of distinguished features. It just looks like a human head with a very big mouth and smaller eyes and nose to compensate. And it looks like it's in a slight frown, like it looks very unamused as it's staring out into the distance. You'll notice that on its nose is like a ring, almost like something you could grip. Maybe even like something you could knock on a door with.
And there's nobody else out here?
Well, if you just shouted, then the others hear it and they'll come to you.
Well, I'm not shouting. I'm looking around.
You can't see them. You're tiny in a giant tall grass.
No, I mean, I'm looking around the dirt clearing. Is there anybody else out here?
Well, okay, remember that the clearing is tall grass. Like, for you, the clearing is just shorter forest.
Mike, maybe you could explain this better than I can. The dirt clearing where the statue is?
No.
Yeah.
Well,
yeah, I'm looking around.
Yeah,
oh, okay,
he is looking around the clearing.
The dirt clearing where the statue is.
No, there's no one there.
What?
There's no one there.
Oh, I thought you said no.
No, he said there's no one there.
Okay.
And what's a gnome? Those aren't real things.
I have no fucking idea, but
you just don't have good visibility in the tall grass, you know.
Can I see these big guys in the tall grass?
Not immediately, but if you call out to them, they'll be able to hear you, and then they'll be able to kind of cross the mountain and find you fairly quickly.
So I'll walk around the hilltop, looking around and see if I see anybody else.
Okay, yeah, if you crest the hilltop, you can see them out there. Yeah. Absolutely. Are you going to shout out to them?
Well, I'm going to take a drink of water first, so I can clear my throat.
Important.
That can be an easy walk for a little guy like me.
Yep.
Wow.
Okay. I'm assuming he shouts for you all, and you hear a little halfling on a mountaintop shouting out, "Hey!
Oh, there's the little bugger. Have you found something, sir?"
Yep.
Oh, cheerio.
How about you?
Cheerio, mate.
Let's
all right.
Let's take a gander, shall we, chaps?
You, the peasant, and your two retainers head on over, unless Mike has something different he wants to do. Nope. All right. You get to this area. There is the statue is sitting there.
How long did it take us to get here?
Not that long, like 10 minutes.
No, I mean from where we actually originally started this morning.
Oh, about 6.5 hours.
Oh, then I'm going to sit down and eat lunch.
Does this statue seem to have any kind of tribal significance or religious significance or anything recognizable to a learned man such as myself?
This area is very new, even for a erudite man like yourself. But the presence of a doorknob knocker, which is something normally only like rich homes in some of the bigger cities of the continent have, is a little strange.
What's the knocker made of?
It's all made of the same clay. But
so
it's
like
a
knocker that's a. So it's less that there's a ring and more that it's like a clay statued face with a ring in the nose that looks like kind of like a large door knocker, assuming that it wasn't made out of, clay.
Yeah. And remember, the statue is big. Like, if its mouth were to open, you guys could walk and fit through it.
Yeah, but its mouth isn't open.
Correct. All right. So,
Can I poke it with a stick?
okay, you poke it with a stick. You hit hard clay, and it doesn't really break or bend or anything.
Shall we employ the knocker in knocking?
All right.
Do you think that we ought to perhaps try employing the knocker to perhaps knock?
How? It's clay.
I mean, you could. Oh, well, it's hardened clay.
Right, but it's clay. Like,
you don't want to go too hard on it.
It's a knocker.
But...
Well, no, I mean, like, does it actually move?
Yes, it actually moves. This is hardened, shaped clay, like bricked heated.
They're like baked.
Yeah.
That seems weird. Well, yeah, it's just more of a, they made a statue with a nose made out of the same material of the statue, but somehow managed to get it to where it could move. That's a bit odd, but who cares?
Yeah.
As long as it works.
Shall we knock? Or
okay.
Hey, cheerio, Sir Bartholomew, or whatever your name is. What was his name?
Bartholomew. Yeah, he's like what? What?
Would you chance to tarry over there and knock on that knocker over there and see perhaps?
He kind of looks at you and then looks at the statue and he's like, that doesn't look dangerous. All right. And he walks over and he knock. Nothing happens. Well, looks like it didn't do it. You notice he only did it one time before quickly retreating away from the statue.
Well, you have to knock 3 times, of course. You have to knock 3 times, sir.
I heard 2 voices there. I heard Lex. What were you saying, Mike?
I'm gonna poke it with my stick again, and then I'm gonna go over and knock several times.
1, 2. When you knock the second time, who's there? A voice emanates from the statue.
Hi, my name is Bob Everyman.
I don't get it. And then that's the end. It goes silent.
I don't get it. I don't get the Bob Everyman joke. Okay.
All right, the halfling walks up.
What's a joke?
No,
no. What?
Your life is the joke. No, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. That was very cruel of me.
Yes. I got a better idea.
Hold on.
I'll answer.
Hold on.
One of you will have to
Wizard, what did you just say?
Huh?
What did you just say?
Who?
You.
I said that I was perhaps a little cruel in saying that your life was the joke of the Bob Everyman joke that he did not get. And I apologize for being so cruel.
Thank you.
Monsieur Bob.
I'll pick you up. I picked the halfling up so he can knock.
Who's there?
Traveling salesman. You wouldn't believe the deals I've got.
Who? He says, traveling salesman who?
This is a knock joke.
What's your name?
Oh, Rochefort.
I don't get it. I don't get it. And then the statue goes quiet again.
You know any good knock jokes?
I see. I see. I see. I see.
Wizard. Wizard.
You have the intelligence
Yes,
and the
yes,
wisdom
what?
for this.
But I say, knock, knock.
Who's
You
there?
actually have to knock.
Yeah, he knocks. I'm assuming.
I knock twice on the door. Knock, knock. Or twice on
Who's
the
there?
banana.
Banana who?
Banana.
What? I don't get it.
Oh, oh. Aren't you glad I didn't say banana? Okay, wait.
But you did say banana.
Okay. That's not the best knock knock joke I've ever heard.
If you need to roll intelligence, I will let you roll intelligence to get a good knock knock joke. As bad as that is.
Okay. Well, no. Let's think of one. Let's think of a good one.
You're free to think of one.
Keep on calling.
Yes. Knock knock.
Who's there?
Peek.
Peek who?
Peekaboo, I see you, you fuck.
What? Not bad. Still, quite demure.
Okay.
Oh, I got one. I'll knock twice.
Who's there?
How?
Val who?
How will you know who it is if you don't open the door?
It starts laughing, and its mouth grows massively. Yeah, its mouth covers like the whole of the face, other than like a tiny spot where the eyes and nose are.
Great.
Oh,
I tossed the halfling in.
Okay. As the statue. Oh, good one. Very good. Oh, right. Go along then.
Quite so.
So what's in the mouth?
Okay, hang on. Hang on. Gotta bring this cave up.
What ancient magic is this? May I roll intelligence to see what ancient magic is this? This seems strange.
The statue?
Yes.
No.
I wish to analyze the magic of the statue.
Ooh! I want to knock on it.
It's already open. You can't really knock on it anymore, unfortunately.
Oh, that's lame.
Well,
I'll toss the halfling in, and then I'll go in after him.
I'll bite. What's your? Who's there?
It's too late. He already gave a good enough joke.
I know, but I'm saying no. I'm letting him go though.
Going for the win.
GM, I tossed the halfling in since I'm the one who is holding him up, and then I'll follow him in, assuming he doesn't get eaten.
He does not get eaten.
Let's take out our 10-foot poles now and tie the halfling to one and see if. No, I'm just. We'll take out our 10-foot poles now and see if we can sound out this hole and see where, how deep and such and so forth.
Okay, well, it's being really slow. Give me 1 second. I'm sorry. I have the map already. Dom, 20, old school, launch a game. Okay. Now go to Come on. Page is slowing here. Oh my god. I apologize. I don't know why it's not loading my map. Launch game. Cave of the unknown.
My computer shows that it's working on it.
Oh no, it's the have a map that I'm gonna transfer you guys to because that's the map of this cave, but it's just being dumb. Publishing server.
I remember where computers were supposed to make a lot easier. Like who's been texting?
My mom.
Oh,
Hey, hang on. I have to restart my computer. That might be the only way. Luckily, I'm using Discord on my phone, so it's not a big deal, but.
She's your mom. She at least deserves a Merry Christmas.
No, what she deserves is a go die in a fire somewhere.
You can afford to be magnanimous.
Later.
I know that sad story. Oh my god. This stupid. I don't know what's going on here.
Like,
I'm
giving her
restarting it.
You're going to outlive her by a long ways, but she's always going to be your mom. Oh, that reminds me. I want to talk to you.
Okay, that's my.
I think it's important. I want to talk to you.
Later.
When's later?
One moment.
Done gaming?
This is really weird. I've loaded this map 100 times with no issues, and then now it wants to give me issues.
A big worry for me.
Is that the one we even looked at earlier?
No, it isn't even that one. This isn't like that's the one I was worried about. That was the one I was like, I don't know if everyone's gonna be able to connect to that one because that one's big, but this is a smaller map. This is like the precursor to that map.
Oh. Ducks, dude.
So hang on. Let's see what's going on here. Saying some bullshit. Oh, there it goes. Do you guys see the map? Oh no, you wouldn't see it yet. Okay, let me bring your tokens over.
All right. All right. Fucking metal, bro. It's fucking rock and roll. This is like Led Zeppelin played back in the fucking 70s, 60s.
Can you see anything?
No.
I see the end.
I see the end still.
Oh, that's right. I didn't put any of you here. You know what? Hold on. I think I got it. It'll take a minute, unfortunately. But it worked before, so this should work again. Come on, load. There we go. It should be done there. We'll have him be the torchbearer.
Is there any light here?
No, but
Wait,
there
did you
will
guys
be.
did the map switch for you guys?
Hold on, I'm
Oh.
putting you guys on there right now.
Oh, perfect.
Bingo. Loading planner transport.
Do I have to refresh my page or something?
You might.
Hit the refresh button.
This page is slowing down Firefox. Speed up your browser and stop this page.
Hit the refresh button. Computer's being difficult.
Do you hit the stop and then reload the page? Hit stop.
Me. Oh, there we go.
It's being difficult.
You getting something?
Well, just a big blank. Oh, yeah, there. Yeah, I see it. There we are. Oh, there we are. Yeah. No. Cool.
Good. Okay, so descending into the cave about 20 meters, you come out of the narrow passageway into an opening. It is pitch black, but your retainer Bartholomew lights a torch, and you see a small pond to your left before the rocky interior narrows into a hall leading forward. There's not a lot you can discern from smell. Doesn't seem like the area is particularly developed, though there is quite a bit of tracks, small tracks.
Small tracks. What kind
Humanoid
of
tracks?
tracker?
Some kind of humanoid.
William Fisk, Cambridge.
It's kobolds.
William Fisk has no fucking idea.
They're kobolds.
Oh, really?
Well, that's metagamey, isn't it?
No, the lady back at the inn said that there were kobolds in caves out here.
Oh, of course, yes. Perhaps they are kobolds or wolverines
man.
of some kind.
I was listening. Just because I'm, not super educated doesn't mean that I can't listen to people.
You're right, Bob Everyman. I should give you more of a chance. You're good stock.
Thank you.
right. Why am I 9 out of 10? What is 9 out of 10 about me?
Because technically you only have a 9 armor class, but I couldn't lower the other definition enough.
I see.
Why do I have what's the 4?
You have a very high armor class. Technically that should be a 2. I don't know why it's a 4. Because plate mail gives you 3 armor class, and then the shield gives you +1.
Shouldn't it give you -1?
Well, yeah. The 3 is, and then the 1 lowers it. So yeah, you should have
help.
Oh, I see.
Yes.
So I actually have a 1.
I believe so. Let me double check plate mail. I think plate mail is, yeah, you have a 3, and then shield lowers it to 2, and then dexterity lowers it to 1. So yeah, you have a 1 armor class. Isn't that nice?
It means that I'm almost certainly going to die in one shot.
But that one shot.
My armor class is great, so obviously the first thing that attacks me is going to roll really high.
Okay, so let me go ahead. I don't know if this is controllable by everyone. I'm going to go ahead and give you control of these 2 tokens, Lex.
Okay.
Yeah, Ryan's computer just isn't responding.
Close
down Firefox and open up Chrome.
So you should have control of Bartholomew and Fisk.
Hit Control V. Enter.
I've equipped each one of you with a 10-foot pole, and we shall test the hallways as we go down to try to find any inconvenient shafts or fall.
Sounds reasonable. Forward.
So are we still waiting on Mike?
I mean, I'm here. Ryan can hear what's going on at least. He's logging in on Chrome, seeing if that's going to help. Firefox is just being really difficult.
Is it new?
Click it. No, click it.
This one?
Yeah. Click. You were right at the right place.
Just on the picture.
Click the name, Old School Trial. Launch. Dismiss it.
Don't let me.
There we go.
Is he in?
And we're down in the lower right, Ryan.
Yep.
On the left, see the bar on the left? Yep, there you go. Anyhow, he's here.
Oh, good.
So, forward.
Yep. Go ahead, and you don't see a whole lot going into the tunnel. You come to a door. Can you all see the door as you move forward?
Oh,
I mean, is this a door?
Keep going that way. Can you not move up there?
There's no light in there.
Oh, one of you needs to move your torchbearer in there.
Who's the torchbearer?
Bartholomew.
Oh, we can't. Me and Ryan can't control him.
Oh, well, Lex, there you go.
Well, but then it just
Oh,
makes
you
everything
can't-
black.
Oh, you can't bring him up there?
No, I can't.
Does
Just makes-
anyone else want to light a torch? Does anyone else have a hand room?
I have a lantern. A lantern.
I'll give you some torch light. Here, hang on. There you go.
But this seems to cut off this hallway. Oh, I see. Oh, it's
All right.
crowded in here. Oh, fudge off. Oh, my goodness.
Does anyone
Crazy.
have any way to open
any
the
light.
door? Huh?
I don't have any door, but any light.
Yeah. What are you lighting a torch?
Yeah, I just said I was lighting a torch.
Oh, okay. Hang on. I'll get you. Darkness sucks dick in this system. Okay.
We're all
There you
trapped
go.
in a small, confined space. Who farted? Who farted in here? Was it
Who took a
you,
dump?
everyman? Or you, halfling? Or
Who
you,
threw a Snickers
Fisk
bar?
Cambridge?
He who felt it dealt it.
Oh,
You're right. It was me. You've caught me in my own game, old boy. Oh, congratulations. Enjoy your rich reward.
Right, so who's got the light?
I have some.
there's you, Valcentar, and Bartholomew.
But I can't really move forward in here.
No, you can't because the door is stopping you.
Great.
See anything beyond my character?
Can somebody open the door?
Well,
Well,
Why don't we listen at
do
the door
you
first?
want to try? You go ahead and open
Yeah.
the door, I suppose.
you're gonna
Yeah.
listen? You're gonna listen?
Yes.
Okay. You don't hear anything.
Ever
Okay.
again,
Door.
because you are dead.
The door
know-
is not locked. It is just a door. So, zoink, the door opens and you see a wider area in here. Can you all move through?
I do declare. See. Where is,
The hell?
where's William Fisk Cambridge?
He's your character.
Well, I don't see him. Oh. There he is.
You know, your light source is awfully choosy as to what it shows.
Yeah,
That's what
it's
It's very
like
strange.
there's a line right in the middle of the room blocking everything. Somehow.
I know, but it's weird. But I just checked on dynamic lighting. There's nothing there. That's
This is
fucking weird.
Looks like
Well-
there's.
Oh, it's barrels. I literally just put my character on the barrels, and now I can see better.
Oh.
Interesting.
Oh, you have to be able to see over the barrels.
Yes, but when I'm
Apparently-
down a square, I can't see anything over here.
Apparently, you're all midgets.
How?
Anyhow, there's a tunnel over here, path up here, path over here, it looks like.
And there's a door there that you can't see into.
A door where?
What's up?
You see that?
Yes.
A
Yeah,
door.
there's a door over there.
What is the characteristic of the door? What kind of door is it?
Large, wooden.
It takes some convincing to, have you like it.
Sure.
Characteristic.
Yeah, one of those.
I see. So, well, shall we knock on the door?
How about we just try to open it?
Well, perhaps there's someone inside. They perhaps would like to say hello.
Well, we didn't knock on the last door. Why would you want to knock on this one?
So open the door.
I didn't.
Okay, I'll open the door.
The door is locked.
Oh, okay.
Okay, well, I don't have much to. I hate finicking with
Knock on it
locks.
if you really want to.
You are free to do all sorts of things. You could search the door. You could
Knock on it.
force it open. You could knock on it. You could listen.
Knock on the door.
I'll knock at the door 3 times.
Right,
1, 2, 3.
Nothing happens.
Okay.
Okay, so we got a locked cupboard over there.
I didn't hear him. What did he say?
A locked cupboard over there.
A locked cupboard?
Yes, he said so. We've got a locked cupboard over there.
Yeah.
So what's door left?
I
Shall
don't know.
Hey, William Fisk Cambridge, would you be a dear and investigate this tunnel down here to the left?
You can't move them?
No, I'm moving him, but
Oh.
he says yes.
He's
I'm
not the torchbearer. Bartholomew is.
Of course, Bartholomew. Bartholomew,
Old man with lamp.
Bartholomew, come now, Bartholomew. I can't see what they can see, though. I can only see what my character can see. So that's...
Can you see anything over there?
No.
No, I can't see a thing.
Lilia, your light sources are showing all this revealed.
Oh,
Nope.
well, I can see some of a pathway, yeah, and a door perhaps that way, or some flat surface. Go down. Oh.
Yeah, I honestly can't see a damn thing on this map.
This is weird.
I literally have no clue what I'm looking at.
I can see Bob Everyman has vision north, a little south, a little east, and a little west.
Yeah, but like, what's blocking our vision in these areas?
Nothing on my sheet. That's the weird thing. None of this makes any fucking sense.
Yeah, and there's like solid shearing, something blocking there, and down here. Okay,
like
this area just opened up.
I just deleted the wall, but like the wall shouldn't be blocking your vision into all these areas. Is my issue. Like,
yeah, it's blocking our vision all over the place.
Yeah.
Yeah, but it's drawn out over the whole...
that's better. That's much better.
Yeah, it's weird. It shouldn't be blocked. Like, it's drawn on the outsides of the outer layers, so it should be just, like, covering those sides, but it's freaking weird.
What's this? So we'll come over here. What's this?
This
It's like
is a fire pit. It is.
And there's a sheer line blocking our line of sight here.
I know, and there's nothing on my dynamic lighting that even remotely shows that. Hang on, let me see what. That is so freaking weird. It's just like a straight up line that doesn't otherwise exist.
Huh.
Okay. Apparently, this is where my character is where whatever it is blocking line of sight is.
There's nothing there. There's nothing.
Let me move out of the way. Ryan, you do the same?
Why?
I mean, move out of the way so that he can drag his cursor over it and delete whatever invisible thing that's blocking line of sight.
There's nothing there.
Oh, but I go to the other side, then I can see the other side.
Let us just, pretend we can only see so much.
I might have to swap the dynamic lighting for regular lighting.
Just swap it.
Yeah, that'll take me a little bit.
Or
I might have to pick this up tomorrow.
Let's do that. It's coming up on 11:30, and I'd like to get some sleep.
okay.
Yeah, I don't blame. Okay, so we'll say you made it into this part of the dungeon, and I will swap this to non-dynamic. I'll put it to Fog of War, which means I'll be able to just square reveal things as they come up.
Okay.
Alrighty, that'll work.
Yeah. Sorry, I mean it took a little while to get started, so we had a bit of a time crunch, but we're getting
had
there.
Good role play and such.
Yeah, it was good. It was a good start. Good start.
That's what I care about. You all hate each other. That matters. I mean, love each other.
Yeah.
One of those two.
We're learning we're learning about each other, and
Yeah.
So, did we get any XP today?
No. You'll get tons next session, I'm sure.
Yay!
Yeah, you don't get XP until you get treasure and/or kill and defeat monsters, which you did neither. So
I thought we got XP for discovering things.
you get a small amount, but it's not enough for me to look it up. You won't gain a level from it.
okay.
Okay.
Yeah, you'll get a level next time for sure.
Well, I wasn't asking for a level. I was asking if we got any XP.
Yeah, you will. I'm just not
I
gonna
like
do
adding
it.
numbers to things.
Yeah, I don't want to do the math right now.
I understand. In that case, I will leave you be until tomorrow.
Okay.
Or
Well,
until
Friday.
we play again.
Friday, depending on what you guys are doing, Friday is my next free day.